aboard.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, my volume up a little. That was nice. Like that. Hi. It is the day before the 4th of July, which would make, the 3rd? If I'm correct? Yeah. Before the 4th? So it's like Friday for everyone. Pretty much. Everyone gets off tomorrow, I think. Yes, Chippa?
I ain't got nothing to say.
Oh, wow. That's a first.
I'm just reading the fucking paper.
All right. I guess he does have something to say.
Today's the fucking pre-holiday show.
Fucking pre-holiday show. Yes, it is.
Chip thinks he's cool. Curses.
I miss the 4th of Julys of old. I don't know. It seems like there aren't as many illegal fireworks out there. I remember as a kid, you just heard it. It was constant from like the first day of summer up until August.
Do you drive with your windows in the city? Are you afraid to let your windows be rolled down because you're afraid of some black kids are going to throw firecrackers into your window?
Black kids.
That's what I was always scared of growing up. Is that the black kids from the neighborhood would throw firecrackers in my window? Never happened.
Of course not. That's hilarious. No, I never had that fear, but I'll try to work it up in my fear repertoire.
You put it on your fear lazy Susan.
My fear Rolodex. Frt. Yeah, no, I never afraid of that, but it used to be just like you drive down your streets and there was that huge pile of papers from mats and mats of firecrackers that were set off the night before. Just, you don't see it anymore. Little bottle rockets at night, you just hear. Now it's just gone. You used to get those menus. Like there was always some fucking thug that was handing out those sheets of paper, and you just circle it like Chinese food. Yeah, I'll have some M80s. I'll grab some of these and give me 5 mats of fucking firecrackers, blackjacks. I want some blackjack firecrackers, M80s, and ash cans. What's the difference between an ash can and M80? I think M80s were stronger, but ash cans looked like M80s, but they were silver. Like an ash can. And there were cherry bombs.
Weren't you worried about blowing your... the message got through to me when I was a young boy.
Did it?
Dude, I was so scared of blowing my fingers off. I never held an M80.
No, but there's no greater thrill and no greater danger than holding an M80 and lighting it and throwing it. You could place on ground light fuse, get away like a pussy. Like the instructions tell you to on the fireworks. But nothing like lobbing it. Let me tell you, you might have heard of a gentleman named Joey Cumia. My dad. Jesus Christ. I remember being, how old was I? Probably 7 years old. And Pops probably had a few with his friends hanging out on the 4th of July. And he had a paper bag full of M80s and thought it was a good idea to teach the kids how to throw the M80s. I was 7. And what he would do is he'd give me the M80. He'd tell me to, get my arm back there in throwing position. And he'd say, don't look at it. Just when I say throw, you throw. So I'd stand there petrified with my arm back, my head looking skyward, one arm forward. And he'd take his cigarette out. I wasn't crying there, Zippy. Thank you. Shut up, Jesus Christ, you faggot. And he would light it and go throw. And I would just throw as hard as I could. And boom, the fucking thing would explode. My tender little 7-year-old hand. You know what that would? It would have taken up to the elbow.
You'd be
would have
scared?
been gone. I'd have been maybe here today explaining why I had no arm and have to relay the same story, but having gone tragically wrong.
But you were scared when that would happen?
Petrified, nervous, shaking, like, ah. I liked the explosion. I liked watching, Dad light it. He would light it with his Tarryton cigarette and then look at the fuse burning down, like watch it, and then get rid of it in the air, and it would blow up in midair. I thought that was pretty goddamn cool. But he would have me throw it, and it would bounce on the ground a few times because I wasn't going to hold on to it. And he wouldn't be there, light it, and then wait to say throw. he had some responsibility, I guess. That would be funny if he had me light it, if he lit it, and I just heard psst, and I didn't hear him say throw. I just start crying. And then holding Roman candles also. Foom, foom, foom.
You held them?
Yeah, those things are dangerous. I've seen them explode, ripping the cardboard tube completely apart. Roman candles. They're supposed to be pretty safe, you know? But, wow, very dangerous. Fireworks are fucking dangerous.
Dude, I guess I was a pussy. I remember, yeah, still, of course. But I remember lighting them bottle rockets and aiming them at the highway at traffic.
Oh, God damn.
Because we were on mescaline. I did that when we were on mescaline.
Who were you with?
I think my friend Bill D'Angelo.
Good old Bill D'Angelo.
But I don't think we... I always got... Fireworks always fucking frighten me.
Where was Stanley?
Oh, I don't think I hung out with him at that point.
Oh.
I think that's after I stopped hanging out with Stanley and Mike. Hey, Stanley, go back. Let's throw some hot oil on him. Wanted to drain engine oil into a pan and throw it on a guy's chest.
Hilarious.
Who was hitchhiking.
It's hilariously medieval.
But I was always scared, man.
Yeah, it was petrifying.
You were one of those guys, though, that would have fun with them on fucking 4th of July.
I liked blowing things up. I wasn't a big fan of throwing them because that was kind of scary. But I was a big fan of blowing shit up, shoving M80s in things and then watching them explode. Garbage pails, mailboxes was a huge one. I loved blowing up people's mailboxes. Oh, you shove that M80 in, flip the door closed, and just run.
That's a man act.
That's a man act. Knocking down mailboxes, driving through people's backyards. M80 versus mailbox. Fucking rips it apart. Oh, here's a little video. And, wow. Fucking piece of mailbox came chasing after him.
Wow.
Yeah, they come apart. See mailbox come apart like that.
It really does fucking blow up a mailbox.
Yeah. Yeah, that was always fun. And then a friend of mine, Dave, he would come over the house. He worked at Struthers. They used to make like pipe fittings and stuff. It came apart nice. And he came home one 4th of July with this pipe with 2 caps. One cap had a hole in it. And Teflon tape wrapped around the metal because you didn't want to go bare metal to bare metal threads while you're screwing the cap on with gunpowder in there because it could friction.
Wait, how would?
Oh, it's so
how
dangerous.
would that work?
Yeah. There's threaded ends. There's a pipe with 2 threaded ends, and you have to screw a cap on one end, and then you screw the top with a little hole in it on the other end after you fill the thing completely with hollowed out M80s. We would sit with a bag full of M80s, just poke a hole in the side with a screwdriver, and fill the pipe up with these M80 fucking gunpowder.
And then you would make love, sweet, sweet love to Sarah Connor. And
exactly.
Stop Skynet from taking the world over.
Yeah. But it's true. We'd wrap the threads with Teflon tape, which you use for to make a good seal on it usually. But in this case, it was to keep the friction from getting the metal hot and sparking and blowing your fucking friends up. Yeah, there you go. That's the scene.
Could that happen as you were putting the metal cap on?
It's happened so many times to people.
Really?
You can't even count it.
Wait, and then when they're threading something, the fucking thing just blows up?
Yeah, it just fucking explodes.
Oh my fucking
In
god!
a giant explosion of shrapnel, gunpowder, fire, and death.
How about if you close it really slow?
Well, even something slow under pressure, like threads screwing tightly, can still make enough friction. The speed doesn't really matter. That's a common misconception that can be deadly. You must lubricate the threads and or use Teflon tape around it.
But wouldn't the tape make the threads not grip?
No, Teflon tape contours to the size of the threads.
Oh, wow.
It really gets in there good. And it's very smooth and puts a nice little seal on everything.
And you knew that at that age?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm 43, and if you told me to do that right now, I'd blow my arms off.
So we would do that and then stick a fuse in the hole after everything was lit up with a little bit of clay in there to keep it from spilling out. And then you'd do a cigarette fuse, which was you'd smoke a cigarette a little bit, you break the filter off, shove it shove it on top of the fuse, and it would give you a good, 5-10 minutes before the ash burnt down enough to light the fuse. And then the fuse would light, and kaboomo. And we'd put it on these giant, like 6x6 posts that were in the ground to hold up big fences. And it would just blow the whole post apart. Like a railroad tie size fucking post. And just in the air, fucking sections of fence are tumbling and flying through the air. Looked great.
How many M80s would you drain?
It was probably a good, let me think now. With that, it could have been 30 M80s.
Wow.
It's just insane amount of fucking explosive power.
What does an M80 look like? I don't think I've ever held one.
M80's like it looks like a piece of cardboard tubing.
Almost, like a miniature cartoon stick of dynamite, almost.
Yeah,
like a red paper housing.
Yeah,
like that.
That's it, right there.
Yeah, I've seen them.
The M80.
Oh, yeah, I have. Now, does it look like a cherry bomb, or is that shaped like a cherry?
Cherry bombs are round.
Oh, they are, okay.
And they were made out of some kind of fucking, what was that kind of made out of? Some kind of plastery clay kind of material, the cherry bomb.
Oh, they weren't the same thing?
No. And then the ash can was silver and looked kind of like an M80.
And the M80s were strongest of those three?
Yeah, that's what I used to know. Yeah, the cherry bomb. Those are cherry bombs.
What was a step up from an M80?
Quarter stick.
Oh, right. That's a quarter stick of dynamite?
Yeah, there were quarter sticks.
Would people have that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people fucking 4th of July, man. Especially in white trash Long Island where I grew up. Man, were there a lot of people with fireworks. Your town thugs, the guys that would break into cars and steal stereos, and all those kids that started fires in the woods, and they were the ones that always had the fireworks on 4th of July. And they were the fun people to be around. Yeah.
Where would they get them?
I don't know. I guess some type of, there was always tiers of organized crime that would have it. I guess the mob would bring in the bulk of the fireworks and then dole them out to, the next guy down the ladder, and he would dole them out to the next guy. So by the time it got to the neighborhood thugs, it was, a few degrees of separation from the actual source. But I think a lot of organized crime was bringing in fireworks into neighborhoods. And when they cracked down on all that shit years ago, especially Giuliani, he had a big part in that.
Did he stop John Gotti's party one year or no?
Yeah, he was the one that pretty much stopped Gotti from having his giant 4th of July party.
Every year, Gotti would have a big one, the whole block party, right?
The whole block would love him. They'd fucking set off their own fireworks display. One year they had a short shot that went off and just lit the whole fucking neighborhood up on the ground. Yeah, a few of those mortars that were supposed to go up in the air didn't. So they're just flying around. I think a few people were injured, but nothing that serious.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, was that a quarter stick or?
Yeah, I think that's a quarter.
It's a quarter stick of dynamite why would you do it in a melon?
Look how festive it's decorated.
Yeah.
It's a quarter stick of dynamite, and it's got little swirls on it like a candy cane.
He's blowing it up on a tiny little bridge.
On a little fucking bridge.
It's M80. It's an M80 that it's a melon. Oh, that thing smokes too.
Yeah, the fuse is really. He's got a melon. It's going to be nothing left of that melon, of course.
You guys just blowing a melon apart. But,
oh, wow, that fucking blew up.
But an M80 would have done the same thing to it.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking melon.
That's a big bang, though.
There's nothing funnier than watching somebody run away from a lit fuse.
It really is something. There's something very instinctual. When you see a lit fuse, you fucking run away.
You run.
But we're watching two guys light something, and they put a bucket on it, and they're running away. This thing will launch.
What is that they're doing?
They probably put an M80 underneath a
there's
spackle
two guys
bucket.
in the line.
Wow, it just came apart. Didn't even launch. You take a metal garbage pail and turn it upside down over a quarter stick of dynamite, and that fucker will launch like a rocket.
People just like watching stuff blow up. It really is our ape side.
I wonder what that is.
It's the noise. Boom. Yeah. It's just the sound or the colors.
Yeah, we do like that.
It's cool just to make a loud boom, a big noise.
There is something, even like even the festive airburst fireworks from like the Macy's the fireworks display and stuff like that. We love just looking up and looking at that. It's weird. It's like this human thing. We just like it.
You know what it is? Because we know too much now. Like, we didn't know years ago that a fucking a star coming into the atmosphere was natural, so we thought it was godlike.
Oh.
We're just jaded from all that stuff, so we kind of had to invent something to
Make it
impress
look
us. Yeah.
godlike. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. What's that one, Dan?
I'm just trying to find some good explosions.
Yeah. There's a lot of that shit. And you will hear after the 4th of July the horror stories and nightmares. Usually they entail blowing fingers off from M80s and stuff, but the worst thing is when that mortar doesn't go off out of the tube. You get like a nice 8-inch fucking mortar shell in a pipe, and they throw it in, light that fuse, and nothing happens, and someone shoves their face over the fucking mortar tube,
And it goes off.
and it goes off. Instantly just rips your head off.
That happens to people?
Yes. Astounding.
People lose their arms and stuff every year, right? Or their hands.
Yeah, there's just something that happens.
There's
that,
somebody right now who has a hand who will not have it tomorrow.
Your hand will be gone tomorrow.
In 36 hours.
How frightening is that? Yeesh.
I've seen a video of that once. I forget where. It was on one of my sites.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a guy with like an M80.
Oh, it was the whole thing. It showed it blowing up.
His arm was his hand was just ripped.
Oh.
We used to throw them at people too. Thick puppies would have M80 parties.
No, they probably didn't.
We'd light them up and just fucking play Ringalario catch.
Ringalario?
What's that?
What is the Ringalario?
It's catch.
I've heard of Ringolevio.
Oh, that's probably it.
There's a video on Interrobang. Yeah, I don't like watching that shit. I don't want to watch that.
Someone's
and a fireworks one, the anticipation's too much to watch.
Wait, what's the one? Someone's hand comes off on Terrorbang?
Yeah. I guess somebody lights an M80. And yeah.
I was
Ugh.
always scared of that shit. What is that thing that we're looking at? It looks like just constant fire being shot up in the air.
Wow.
Someone taped 91 Roman candles together.
It looks like
that's pretty cool.
anti-aircraft artillery. That's like what in the night sky over Iraq during the Gulf War.
But how are they going off
Wow, that's
simultaneously,
pretty
like one after the other? How do they do that?
Well, I'm sure the lighting it, I mean, you got to get a lot of them going all at once.
Oh yeah, I'm
Wow,
dumb.
that's pretty good.
I don't know anything.
That's pretty cool. People used to have Roman candle fights.
Yep.
You just hold the tube and go funk, 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 shooting them at each other.
Can't you get hurt?
Yes. Bottle rocket fights also.
Bottle rockets are less than Roman candles, though.
Yeah, but they'll take an eye out pretty fucking soundly, I would imagine. You know?
Especially when you break them off and then you have a fun nickname for them.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, boy. Boy, the black people sure never got cut a break, even when naming wacky fireworks.
Something chaser.
Yes.
Can't remember.
Oh, I know that one.
Just... and they're just going wild down the street.
Yeah, or when you're in school and your friends decide to put them off in the like the staircase. You know, like where's that little enclosed staircase area?
Down the hallway. And there was always the kid that you knew you could give the fireworks to if you had them, but didn't have the balls to light them off.
You ever play with those little pop snap things that they look like little sperms and you throw them on the ground?
Yeah.
It's always fun when one lands right inside of your ear and goes off.
They used to do that?
Yeah, it happened to me when I was a kid, sure.
Man.
Went right into the ear canal and popped. I heard ringing for probably 3 days.
Oh, and then the sawdust from inside it gets all in your head.
That shit was itchy.
Shit makes you itch.
And people still buy those today. That's like one of those dangerous toy things that no one's said, hey, you can't play with that yet.
Yeah, kind
of nice.
Seems dangerous.
Those and those two balls that you could kind of smash together with the gunpowder on it. It would just kind of spark and make a bang.
Yeah, they had like cap material on them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the parents decide what's safe and what's unsafe because there's no way that's like a safe toy for a child.
It doesn't seem very safe. No.
You can still get bomb bags.
Bomb bags?
Which is a little foil bag that you would squeeze and then throw, and then the bag blows up.
Yeah. It's like got like water in it.
Yeah.
And then there'd be a chemical that you could hit, and I remember those. It's like a car bomb or something.
When I was a kid, we used to go like to the Kmart parking lot.
Yeah.
One time I took a whole pack of firecrackers. I just lit it and threw it into the parking lot.
You probably didn't.
Yeah, I think he's making it up.
You probably didn't.
Yeah, I did. We just threw them in the parking lot.
The parking lot.
You think that's a lame 4th of July?
Terrible. Terrible. Yeah, those things are stupid.
Yeah.
They're just little water packs that you squeeze, and I guess it reacts with whatever chemical is in there.
It's probably just baking soda, right?
Yeah,
it's something.
It's just pressure. It's not an explosive thing. It's like the pressure going off.
Those stink bombs, like the school stank bombs. Those were so
stank bombs.
They never really stank. It was just like, oh, it smells like sulfur.
A lot of smoke. It smelled like sulfur. Yeah.
There was a good line in Justice for All at Pacino where he was saying, remember the big thing they had on him in Justice for All was that he had turned in one of his own clients, and that was what Judge was blackmailing him.
Yeah.
And he said that he was telling me these sick fantasies he had about what would happen if he put a cherry bomb in somebody's mouth.
Oh, God.
And he said that one of his clients was putting cherry bombs in people's mouths.
People's mouths?
Just to watch it go off. How terrible.
Oh.
Would that kill you?
Oh, probably would, yeah. Blow
cherry
your
bomb?
fucking head off, yeah.
But an M80 would definitely kill you.
Oh, yeah. Hell's yeah. Oh, my God, I got to take another dump.
You gonna shit again?
Well, yeah.
When's the last time you shit? I don't know why I'm saying.
Like last night, though.
It's funny.
Not here.
But you said another dump, and I'm acting like you've been shitting all morning.
No. I know. I'm squirming in my seat. We don't have to go a whole hour before we take a break.
Take a break right now.
Right now.
Why don't you go take your shit?
I'll take my dumpies
and I'll
come
jerk
back.
off thinking about it. Be right back.
All right.
This is the Opie and Anthony Channel on Sirius XM.
Who's that old guy over there? Uncle Paul, with the creepy old guy stare. Uncle Paul, now he's coming over here, slowly limping down the hall. It's too late now, 'cause here comes Uncle Paul.
Let me show you how to make a big boy love you.
In today's episode, Uncle Paul remembers presidential candidate Rick Santorum.
I like Rick Santorum. Sure. He looks like a lot of my friends. Wears the sweaters. And he's got the Anson Williams hairdo. I would file trade with a guy that looked like Rick Santorum. He would always go, I don't like the gays. I'd go, me neither. But it don't count when they're really young and you're just trying to teach them. We would teach them how to kiss. You got to sit them down. You put them on your lap. You go, now here's what you do with the lady. And you take the shirt off and you rub the back a little. And then you just plant one on the neck, and you whisper something. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Open your mouth. If you kiss too hard, sometimes I'd get crazy, and we would lay on the beach like I was Montgomery Cliff. Yeah, whatever it's called, from over there to eternity or something. I'd pretend there was seaweed on us. And I'd kiss real hard, and they'd go, ow, your whiskers. I'd go, why are you talking? And they'd say, you're kissing my butt. You just teach him how to kiss. And you got to keep telling him, close your eyes. You look frightened. You got to make him close the eyes. People like that better in the pictures. Paul, you got to ask them. They look frightened. Damn kids messing up the pictures. A lot of parents said, what happened to his face, Mr. Hoggis? He fell. He skinned it on the rug.
Who's that old guy over there? Uncle Paul, with the creepy old guy stare. Uncle Paul, now he's coming over here, slowly limping down the hall. It's too late now, 'cause here comes Uncle Paul.
Sirius XM. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Ooh. Oh, that's a bit boisterous for this hour of the morning. I don't know if people want to awaken to this type of music.
Oh, I don't think they do either. You wake up with, what, a bunch of heavy metal people standing on your bed strumming away.
Well, it's just crazy. Perhaps some Engelbert Humperdinck at this hour.
I like to wake up slowly, a little something with the volume slowly raised.
Slowly coming up, something nice and melodic. Not this noise that the kids listen to.
This will make you jump out of bed and fall all over your slippers and hurt yourself.
I don't like it one bit.
And I can tell you that you're not the only one. We could both do this entire break like this, and I would enjoy it.
Totally. Hi, everyone. Good morning.
That goddamn Uncle Paul song, I tell you...
Isn't it nice?
Yeah, that was a good piece of production. That dumb song.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
What's any progress reports on Steve? See where do you go?
It's not.
Huh? No.
What's he doing? He was doing a...
Because honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just started his wife's workout again. MJ had written me a good workout program, and I stopped it, of course, for a long time because I'm a lump.
What did it say? do the opposite of what Steve does.
Well,
what's he doing?
He was production and rock jock on some rock station in, middle of Pennsylvania.
Like Wilkes-Barre or something, right?
Yeah, somewhere like that.
Wow.
And he was doing middays, and then he got moved to nights.
Wait, was he on the air?
He was.
I didn't know that.
Oh, look at that. It's a little website.
And, but he has since lost his position with the station.
What was it, him or was it the?
I don't know. The station didn't flip, did it?
No, but they laid off a bunch of people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just completely
That sucks.
They probably have one guy voice tracking everything now.
Yeah, exactly.
They went automated.
We know how that goes.
So it's nothing personal.
Thing.
It's just
no, it wasn't him.
It's one less salary to pay, one less insurance benefits.
Exactly.
That's a rough gig, man. I mean, anybody. The one thing about being funny, so they say, is at least you can always work.
Yeah, there's a commodity you have that can't really be replaced.
You can't voice track.
Yeah, a computer.
Yeah,
computer.
Although our show probably could be voice tracked.
Yeah.
Just one guy who hates himself and one guy who does this and one
psychopath. Just play old Klan fucking tape.
Mulata, mongrel class of people.
Oh, that must be Anthony. What?
Do you know, I was so angry the other night when I was on my way to your place, because we just weren't kissing yet.
Yes.
And when the fucking thing wasn't working.
Oh, yeah.
I was screaming in the car by
epics.
myself. My head still hurts for 2 days.
Oh, my God.
special?
I made myself sick yesterday. I was supposed to shoot with DeRosa yesterday.
You're dead.
Yeah, and I feel so terrible because 2 nights, the night before last, I was walking like an old, you're sick, you have like a flu. It's old man walk.
You do the shuffle. Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't. I went to the cellar because I had to do a spot, and I felt like if I feel this way tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to shoot.
You're the consummate professional. How the fuck you go to the cellar and do a spot after being that angry, feeling that sick? I don't know.
It's not even professional. It's desperation.
Oh.
It's desperation. But I did a short set. I told Artie, I'm like, I can't do a full set. I don't feel well. But I think I made myself physically ill. I can't yell like that. It's fucking bad for you.
It's so bad.
That stress is fucking bad.
It's just bad.
And in the end, it will be okay.
No, you don't.
You don't.
No, you really don't know in the end.
But you just feel like, of course, I'm a loser. Things get messy. It brings up all the other. It's always something else that it brings up.
Yeah.
Like about very rarely are we that mad about whatever it is in the moment. It's always fucking.
Yep. Yeah.
All this other shit that comes pouring. It's like you crack the door and everything comes fucking falling out of the closet. You're getting hit with residual stuff from 1975. But it was just, oh my God, I literally, if I coughed out, the whole back of my head.
It still hurts.
The whole back of my head hurts.
Wow.
You're screaming at your manager?
Not at him, though. No, I wasn't mad at him. I was just mad that it happened. Like, it was like,
But he's the one who had to.
Yeah, but I was telling him, like, John, I'm not, I said this yesterday, but I let him know that it's not him.
Yeah.
But that's still unpleasant. I owe him an apology that he had to listen to this shit on a Saturday night.
That's their job.
I guess so.
That's their fucking job.
You know what? Fuck him, you're right. They have to hear stuff that you can't say to other people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I've said stuff to Bob Eaton that I couldn't call the fucking management here and say.
No, that's what they're there for.
Motherfucker! Because you can't. Because once you say stuff like that to your boss, you're fired.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't unsay shit to a network executive or to an a casting director or whatever. You can't unsay that stuff.
And it's very hard to say it to friends and family because they kind of don't get it. What's going on, really. So they're there to yell at. How do you think they're earning their fucking percentage?
Yeah.
Getting the gigs? No. It's getting yelled at.
They're the buffer. You're right.
Yeah.
Fuck,
buffers.
you're right.
Plenty of buffers.
Plenty of buffers, yeah.
Plenty of buffers.
That's true, because if you call your family, they don't get...
No, they don't really know. They don't understand why you're so mad. I thought it was all fun and games, the business you're in.
Yeah.
What's that, like fun?
Just screaming about it and fucking cursing.
Yeah.
The online feed's not working. My mother would be like, oh, but what, can't you just go and do the show again? Ma, you're not getting it.
Come here, I'll feed you. No, you don't get it.
You're not getting it, Ma.
Oh, Chip, Mom Chip.
So I have a fucking headache for like 2 days, man.
Oh,
it's very bad. I think
so
I did some real damage.
Yeah. You probably blew up some fucking brain cells. Jesus.
That's scary.
Oh, man.
I need some fucking serenity.
Yeah, serenity now.
I don't know if it's worth it.
What?
It's not worth being that mad about it.
No, it's not. It's not. You gotta keep a little more calm. Everybody should try that. I used to go completely batshit in the car when things weren't going my way as far as driving goes. I still, believe me, I'm not a happy camper when things happen on the road that could be avoided. But for the most part, I'm not yelling, hitting the steering wheel and the dashboard and screaming to myself in the car. You got to just take it as it comes. What you gonna do? That's my logic. What you gonna do?
But can that type of a rage explosion really be?
Oh my God, it's so bad.
It is bad for you, right?
Blood pressure goes through the roof.
That's what it is, man.
Fucking,
It's fucking. And from here, Kenny, it's fun. It's from. Let's just talk between me and Kenny. It's code for. Because he was rubbing my leg and I was pointing at my cock. I said, right here, Kenny.
He finally got the message.
Fuck, that's scary, man.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
2 days, fucking got a headache.
The front page of a lot of the papers today is this Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes episode because they're busted up. She's not wearing a ring anymore. Who do tell? They got a big picture of her on the front page, and they have her finger circled with a red circle where the ring used to be.
Oh, I thought that was the ring.
No, it's not.
She had a bigger one.
That would be a dumb ring. Yeah, the big red circle around her hand. And now she's supposedly walking around with a security team to combat these Scientology thugs that have allegedly been following her around.
And the post has a very funny picture.
Yeah,
it's Tom Cruise's face. This one is not even a drawing; it's a painting.
Yeah,
it's like with little funny alien horns in a giant like glass spaceship,
and like a Jetsons car.
Yeah, a Jetsons car.
Yeah, he's in the Jetsons car, so he's in a little spaceship because that's the Scientology people. And Katie was afraid that they were going to take their daughter. Scientology people were going to kidnap her daughter and send her to that Sea Org thing. Well, I said yesterday on this very program that I was going to go home and do a little studying on this whole Scientology thing. And boy, did I ever.
You did.
I went to what they call, what do the kids call it, the YouTube. Went to the YouTube and went to the Apple TV so I could watch it on my television and looked at a couple of these documentaries on Scientology. And I got to say, what I concluded, what a bunch of kooks. Fucking nuts. Wow. And very intimidating, scary, and from what I could see, dangerous people.
Really?
And I'm not afraid to say it. I'm petrified. No, I'm not afraid to say it. There was a gentleman who worked for the BBC, and he did 2 documentaries. One a few years back, one a little more recently. And the one he did a few years back shows him trying to interview people and just do a documentary on Scientology. And he's constantly being tailed by Scientology thugs who are videotaping him, getting in the way of him interviewing people. He's interviewing them, and all they're doing is using these mindfuck tactics, calling him a bigot, not letting him finish his sentences. And this is all stuff that he later found out was used as a strategy. They do this to people that try to make Scientology look bad when they're doing these interviews with him, and when you ask them certain questions that they deem subversive, they will just talk over you and call you things like bigot, racist, hateful, don't understand. They'll completely deny these allegations that you come up with instead of answering them, even though they've been proven true. And then the more recent one of the thugs that were following him around turned on the Church of Scientology. And the guy interviewed him. And this was one of the guys that was tailing him and arguing with him. And he literally left the church, turned, and went to him for another interview. And
Why did he turn on the church? Did it have anything to do with the guy doing the interview or no?
No, he wound up, he was in it since he was a kid. And he had to be in his mid-50s now at this point. And he was the head of, like, communications. He was the Goebbels of this whole thing, the minister of propaganda. And he turned because he didn't like the direction the church was going. He still believes in Scientology as a religion, but he doesn't like what the church is doing. He sees it as a money and power grab, has nothing to do with actual religion or feeling good about yourself and helping others and what I guess this guy interprets the religion as being.
So he's a real Scientologist. He's not a Hollywood guy. He's just a guy who this is what he believes.
He was just a guy. This is what he believes. And wow, he was saying, "Oh yes, we were absolutely following you. It was on the order from the highest sources, you know, the people in charge, and they do these things. They drill with these tactics to make you look bad when you're doing these documentaries. They have a list that they follow on how to get these subversives off your back and to discredit them so that their documentary looks like there could be an element of doubt in what they're saying. And that's all you need, really.
But what they don't realize, and maybe it's just this day and age, maybe it was different 20 years ago when there was like just videotape and there was no YouTube.
Yeah.
You can go and see 50 of them doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever that thing might be. And like Ope said when he was at fucking Occupy, they would do the same thing. You're a sex predator.
Right. That's their tactic.
And it's like, go fuck yourself.
Yes. Predator, pervert. And they chant pervert.
Because it shames you publicly.
Right. And that shaming you publicly. That's exactly what happens. And this English guy from the BBC who was... he wound up losing his mind and looked like a stark raving lunatic in there.
Why?
They kept pounding him about being a bigot and being bigoted, and I guess that they found out which buttons to push, and he unloaded and exploded in this fucking temper tantrum, yelling at this guy, and he later was showing how embarrassed he was that he let them get to him like that.
Did the other guy videotape him yelling?
Oh, yeah. They
See,
all
that's okay. So what they'll do, the same as what the media does, I guess, is take that fucking clip. This is the guy.
And it goes out all over the place. It's like, oh, really? This lunatic is, he can't even handle himself emotionally, and he's portraying us in an inaccurate light. No, it was... It's
hard to keep your cool under those circumstances, right?
And especially when that's exactly what their job is to just keep hounding you until you crack. But there were a lot of people that were just fed up with the church, left, and were willing to talk.
And this is where Scientology has to realize, if you're a real religion, okay, fine. But this is probably what Catholicism looked like. I mean, much less violent when it was starting. Like a bunch of people, like, you know, what is this? I mean, yeah, I'm all for Christ, but what do you mean? It's like, I don't like where this is going.
Yeah. I just don't like this church thing that they're doing. You know, Jesus kind of walking around and preaching love and everything. That's fine. But now, why do I have to cough up so much money to you motherfuckers?
But this is how it starts. This is what it looks like when it starts.
Yeah.
And you can't have like a holy guy anymore because it's, you know, we don't buy that stuff as much.
Yeah.
So now it's...
the magic. We don't buy the magic anymore.
We don't buy the magic like we used to.
Yeah. A lot of people have lost their lives, too, in these weird circumstances of suicides and just people dropping dead. People that gave so much of their money to Scientology that they were left destitute, and kind of once they were through, once the church wrung out their bank accounts, they were just kind of cast aside, and a lot of them wound up committing suicide. It just seems though like I don't think you can really blame the church for that, because it seems like if you get caught up in that kind of thing,
you're as dumb as a Catholic that does it, or a Jew, or any other religious person.
It's almost like this fanatical cultish thing that maybe you're not mentally stable in the first place, that you're looking so hard for something to satisfy the void in your life, and that when you might start seeing that this ain't really it must give you that feeling of despair, like there's nothing, and you end up cashing in the old chips.
And what's that? And Katie Holmes was on the inside, obviously, as much
Katie
as
the Wad Holmes,
as much as an outsider can be.
Yeah.
You know, because Tom Cruise is the top of that fucking food chain.
Yes.
And maybe she is worried about her baby. Because I'm wondering, if you don't want to be photographed, why are you in New York City?
Yeah.
Then again, I guess she's working and she has to be here.
She wound up staying in New York as part of her strategy for the divorce.
Why do you think that is? So she's visible?
I think she set up residence in New York. She wants to be able to claim that she lives in New York, so that because she believes New York divorce law will be more advantageous to her as far as custody and
more than
money
California.
Goes. Yeah, California usually they're very weird when it comes to custody battles in California.
Like Cruise may get custody.
Yeah. So she just assumes it'll be better off. Doesn't have that Tom Cruise home field advantage of Hollywood. So that's part of the strategy, I gather.
Oh.
Also, she wants to have her guards around, and I think New York isn't as Scientology friendly.
Oh,
as,
right.
Yeah, as New York. California is crazy. California and Florida are two real Scientology meccas. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, and I guess she doesn't want to be hanging around that. It's so weird. I was watching it, and it's just all these. This BBC guy interviewed a lot of celebrities too that are Scientologists, and they just. I mean, he was asking questions that were really prying into the religion, but that's his job. He was doing
but a religion, how is it a secret? This is what bothers me about Scientology, is they have things that are like secret, and it's like as a religion, like how could any of that stuff be secret? Maybe Catholicism has secret stuff too that I don't know about.
Yeah.
But shouldn't that shit all be
Kid
open?
touching.
Yeah.
That's their secret.
You know what? Believe me, they're the masters of cover-up of the Catholics.
Yes.
But Scientology, just when you think Scientology, my first thought is wackos.
Yeah.
And it's like, what has happened that I automatically think of that? Because there has to be something good about it. Like, everybody who joins it isn't an idiot. It's not like it's a mecca for there's a lot of smart people that are Scientology. So what is it about it that's very attractive? Like, how do you, with all the bad press they've gotten, and they've got a lot of bad press, what is it about it that people, you know what, forget that bad press. I like this.
Seeing some interviews with the regular Joes and not the Hollywood people, they were walking into the Scientology building and they were being interviewed also. It seems like they were talking about it and saying, it's helped me with my life, it's helped me organize myself and helped me want to do good for others and just giving you kind of a purpose, I guess. I don't know, but people seem pretty happy with it. When you take away the lunacy of the space people and the thetans and all that shit, I guess it's as good as any other religion.
That L. Ron Hubbard commercial is, I'm telling you, that's what did it. Do you remember the Dianetics commercial?
Dianetics.
Yes.
And the book would come flying out at you.
I'm fat and want to lose weight. Page 170. It was almost like a biblical commercial.
Yes.
Where every problem you could possibly have. Danny, can we find an old Dianetics commercial?
Yes.
It was a brilliant commercial. Because I remember that book and I remember that commercial, and it's like it was one of those things where it just looked like, wow. There are answers here. It was
there
very
are answers
well done.
in that book, and they made it seem like, there's answers.
How can a person suddenly lose confidence?
Page 194. Can your mind limit your success? Page 107. How can you reach your full potential? Page 28 or whatever. It's just one of these, and then a big volcanic explosion.
Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard is the owner's manual for the human mind. Get your copy today at Walden.
Owner's Manual for the Human Mind. Who wouldn't want to, that seems like something that's kind of, it didn't preach God or anything.
Right.
It wasn't very religious. It just seemed like a problem solver right there. But then you start getting into what Dianetics and Scientology is all about, and it comes off a little weird. I think people get caught up in it, too, like you get caught up in a video game with levels, because there's a lot of leveling up in Scientology. You start off very low at this certain level, and then through your auditing, they call it, where you hold on to those metal contacts, and they ask you questions and see what affects you emotionally and what's pains you and what's holding you back, and that's what you're dealing with. And then each time you face that, it's supposed to bring the level down off of this auditing machine. And you wind up going up another level. And I know in video games, the whole thing is about leveling up. Yeah. You just, you don't go to bed. You're like, I got one more level. That's what it's like. It's like World of Warcraft with fucking religion.
I'm going to leave Scientology, but I just want to get one more level.
One more level. I just got a level one more. Ma, I got to do this now.
Do we have any Scientologists that listen? I don't know if I've ever, I've obviously spoken to them in the business, but I've never talked to a Scientologist about Scientology. All you do is hear speculation.
Yes.
And we see the videos of the fucking extremely angry people chanting. But I mean, are there any? I would love to know a normal guy that's a Scientologist that goes, nah, you know what? Those are the fringe people.
Yeah.
This is what it's like. Catholics who would say, like, I don't run around and beat myself with fucking olive branches.
Right.
I don't put wounds on myself like they do, or draw stigmata on my hands with red marker.
Yes.
I'm just a Christian. I go to church and I'm a good dude. And
but it seems like that fringe for Scientology is a little more the norm than the fringe, you know? Because, because like you said, we don't really hear from just the regular Scientology people that go and, you know, experience whatever they do, and then when they go home, it's not their entire life revolving around Scientology. I think that's the Tom Cruise, Katie Holmes problem, is she was fed up with that lifestyle, because he is so all in with Scientology. I saw some interviews with him. He actually did this interview thing for the Church of Scientology, and the video got out somehow. It was supposed to just be an internal video. And it's him just talking about it, and he just looks like a fucking possessed weirdo.
Really?
Yeah. He's talking about it, and you know, it's just weirdness. Him helping people. And the fact, he was saying things like, you know, I'd like to go on vacations and have fun and do all those things. He goes, but I realize I can't because there's so much work that needs to be done. It's like, this motherfucker has the world by the balls. Katie Holmes is probably sitting there going, what, can we go to fucking, you know, some island in the Caribbean? And he doesn't go because he feels he's got to do work and help people. And then he was talking about how he was dyslexic.
Tom Cruise dyslexic?
Yeah, when he was doing like Top Gun and whatnot, he wanted to get his pilot's license. And he took one lesson and gave it up because he couldn't fucking read and interpret what he was reading as quickly as need be to be a pilot. And it was very frustrating for him. And then when he found Scientology, he was able to fix that without drugs, without any kind of psychology, which they can't fucking stand in Scientology. Right. They think psychiatrists and psychologists are the devil. That is their devil.
Wow.
And he fixed it and said, I now have my pilot's license and everything's hunky-dory. He didn't say how, but he said that it was directly because of the teachings of L. Ron Hubbard.
I wouldn't fly with him. Wait, so he wasn't a Scientologist when he did Top Gun?
No, apparently not. No.
I guess that's in the 80s. When did he become a Scientologist? I can't see.
1990.
Oh, wow.
He got into Scientology. But he was giving this speech up there in front of these Scientologists and at this ribbon cutting at another one of their many buildings that are in really good areas.
Do we have that speech?
Yeah, where was it? I think if you just put Tom Cruise Scientology, a lot of shit comes up. And he sounds like a fucking mental patient.
Well, he's their, like...
He is their go-to guy.
He's a great... I'll say this. Maybe his wife gets annoyed that he didn't want a fucking vacation, but this is where maybe he's one of those guys. He's an obsessive worker.
Oh.
But this is why he's 50 and he still looks 25 and he's doing action movies.
That's a different one, yeah. It's one where he's kind of standing in front of a crowd outside.
I thought he was in longer, though. I didn't realize he joined as a...
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was already a star when he joined.
And then the head of Scientology now that took over after L. Ron Hubbard, what's his name?
Miscavige.
Yeah,
David
yeah.
Miscavige.
Yep. He was the best man at Tom Cruise's wedding. He was the best man at Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise's wedding. Tom Cruise is all in. He walks up to him at one of these events. It's a video. He walks up to the head muckety-muck and salutes him. And it isn't like a smile and a salute. They're both standing face to face, saluting each other with the most serious fucking look on their face. It's just weird. I don't know. Anyone who gets that deep into a religion or an ideology like that, it just strikes me as odd. And, you know, we just know him from movies. Look, we really don't know Tom from a hole in the fucking wall. We know him from movies.
So this is the equivalent of him kind of, in adult life, becoming an evangelical Christian,
yes,
or getting all in with Christianity. And you've seen that happen to celebrities before, where they just find God. I guess
born again.
Yeah, I guess you've seen that happen plenty of times.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's another one where he's sitting there in a room. Yeah, it's Scientology number 114, where he's sitting in that room. Oh, I guess this is part of it. Yeah, what's this?
Oh, I think I've seen this.
Have you seen it? Full 40-minute leaked video? Jesus.
To carry it forth.
Who's that?
But let's take it another
Joseph Goebbels. He's the head muckety muck.
Is that Miscavige?
I think it is.
Can I see him, Danny?
Miscavige.
Can you turn this louder?
The zone of influence of the corporate executive could be greater than the housewife, which in turn could be greater than the street sweeper.
They just go off.
That may not seem fair, but neither is life. And it has zero to do with what others might say. No,
literally.
It rests on one's own
Look at some of the
shoulders.
allegations.
And it's the individual himself who must know he's doing his
Doesn't
part.
it just look weird at the big pompous podium and the big seal behind him with the globe in it? It just looks like a movie where this guy is evil.
Yeah.
It doesn't... That view, what we're looking at there, a guy in a suit... He's got the giant globe, the Scientology symbol around him, a big podium with a microphone. It looks like, you don't look at that and go, well, he seems like a nice guy. You look at that scene and think evil, trying to take over the world.
Exactly. I was going to say, the only people that deliver speeches in front of a globe, like a big globe background, is like a Bond villain.
Right. He's a Bond villain.
Dad, you just coughed and food shot onto the monitor.
Food got on the monitor.
Oh, yeah, there it is. It's just lettuce, Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
It's just shredded lettuce.
Let us get it off there. I get it because...
I didn't get that.
All right, Chip.
But yeah, he's... maybe that was Miscavige. I don't think I've ever seen him talk before.
It just kind of looks evil. I think this is the Tom Cruise... Oh, no. There's a lot of... Yeah, that's the Tom Cruise part where
that's the interview, right?
Sitting there. Yeah, it's just Tom talking.
That's not a Scientology thing, is it? No, it looks like an entertainment show.
No, this is Scientology. That's the Scientology seal down there. And they're just playing Mission Impossible music behind it the whole time.
For the first time, effectively change people's lives, and I am dedicated to that. I'm absolutely, uncompromisingly dedicated to that. The orgs are there to help, okay, but we as also the public, it's like, we have a responsibility. It's not just the orgs. It's not just Dave Miscavige. It's not just me. It's you. It's everyone out there kind of rereading KSW and looking at what needs to be done and saying, okay, am I going to do it or am I not going to do it? Period. And am I going to look at that guy or am I too afraid because I have my own out ethics to put in someone else's ethics? And that's all it comes down to.
He must just do this all the time.
Because I put it ruthlessly on myself. And I think that I respect that in others, and I'm there to help, and we're here to help. And
he's got like a savior complex.
You're on board, or you're not on board. Okay, but just
welcome aboard.
If you're on board, you're on board, just like the
welcome aboard.
Period. We are the authorities on getting people off drugs. We are the authorities on the mind. We are the authorities.
Can you understand? There's a real. Here's what
authorities.
What I would love to know what happened to him.
Yes.
It might not have even been something bad. Maybe his life was so good and he felt like he wasn't giving back.
Well, he did talk about that. He talks about how he did Color of Money and Top Gun, and he had succeeded. He had reached the point he wanted to reach professionally, but it just wasn't doing it.
Right.
It wasn't. He still didn't feel fulfilled. There was something missing. And he says that this Scientology kind of gave him the missing part. But it seems like the Scientology thing has really taken over. Him and his personal life, like, yeah, okay, I could watch him as on Mission Impossible and other movies, and it's great. It's Tom Cruise, the action guy.
Yeah.
It's Tom Cruise reading other people's words and being a whole different person. But this is Tom Cruise. And something tells me this is Tom Cruise 24 hours a fucking day.
Yeah.
And it's got to get old real fucking fast. Him just yapping about Scientology constantly.
It probably gets a little exhausting. Just that personality would be difficult. Just to be surrounded. He's so
intense with it. He's so serious and intense about it.
Yeah, maybe that's what makes him a great actor, though. I mean, honestly, like he might be one of those guys that whenever he locks on something, he's just that guy.
Yeah.
And he's used to being. I didn't realize he went in as a huge celebrity, though.
Yeah, he had already been a pretty big celebrity at that point.
I really thought he was much younger when he joined.
I hate he just wanted a box licked or something. Jesus Christ.
Wait,
fuck?
Who got him involved? Was it? Wouldn't have been Miscavige, or was it?
Well, I wonder.
It was
Was it
first wife?
His first wife?
Mimi Rogers or whatever.
Mimi Rogers?
Mimi Rogers?
Check on that.
Jeez. Boy, they must fucking love Mimi. That's Scientology. 'Cause they apparently love celebrities. They treat them like the upper echelon in Scientology. And one of them, it was a guy that was in G.I. Jane. Some guy was in G.I. Jane, and he was a Scientologist, an actor, and he left. And boy, persona non grata. They don't like him. But he left for the same reasons. He didn't like what was going on with the church itself. So it just became some kind of a money and power grab. It's all about money. And they will squeeze every drop out of these people. The amount of money. And there's allegations of blackmail, too, that when they're doing these audits on people, they videotape it. Yeah. And they made an excuse as to why they have hidden micro cameras in picture frames and smoke detectors. It's not as intrusive when you're being audited to look at the cameras that would be in your face. It would be intimidating, and you wouldn't be as open to it. So they hide the cameras. But everyone knows that you're being recorded, is what they say. Allegations are they don't know they're being recorded. And what they do is these painful moments when you're being audited show up on the meter on these machines, and they have to get out of you your emotions, what you feel, what hurts you, what you think is in the way of success and feeling happy. It could be something sexually, could be some kind of deviancy, could be something that happened in your past. And when you spout all this out, and they have it on videotape,
absolutely,
if you want to leave their organization, they approach you. There have been allegations of this, too. People being approached with folders of pictures and video saying, hey, we have all this stuff. You sure you want to leave? And they would, the mindset here is that they would release it to the press, and if you're a high-profile celebrity, you've spilt your guts to these people. They know things that you don't want getting out there, and now you're stuck in the organization.
The only thing that they probably couldn't do, because it would ruin them, is if they have like Travolta or Tom Cruise or any of these big celebrities saying things that are career-ending.
Yeah.
In a confessional.
Yeah.
Scientology would ruin that person, but by releasing that video would ruin themselves.
Well,
they would be like bringing down Tom Cruise to see a guy like that in a private room holding on to these things.
Yeah.
And when people saw what it was, nobody would ever join Scientology.
You don't
again.
think they have with everything they've done? You don't think they have some kind of contingency plan to actually release this stuff without their hands getting dirty in some way, shape, or form? I don't know, but like you said, obviously they'd be in an auditing room, so the video would have had to have come from the Church of Scientology, but they can maybe say it was smuggled out by somebody that was trying to besmirch the church, and you throw a sacrificial lamb out there, but the bottom line is the information's getting out on the person that they wanted the information out on. I'm sure, watching their shenanigans on these documentaries last night, I'm sure they have it all thought out. They're very organized as far as how to make people look very bad. But this is all, these are the allegations that have gone on. Years ago, no one would have talked about this. I think their power base is not as strong as it used to be. Their intimidation doesn't go as far. And I think that has to do with this openness in media now and social media and people having access to a lot more information. That it makes it a lot more difficult for anybody to really hold on to power these days when there's so much information out there. It used to be, people didn't even really know what these thetans were and the space fucking story until you reached a certain level, because they deemed this information that could be detrimental if you hadn't gone through the levels to know this immediately. Right when you go into Scientology, you could literally go crazy and die. That was their whole take on it. So they wouldn't tell you about the spaceman angle of Scientology until you had been through a few levels already. But now with the internet and stuff, it's very easy to get that information. So you just read up on it and you know all the levels. So they tell people that go into Scientology, do not read anything online about Scientology, because it's going to affect how you deal with the church, and you'll be setting yourself back a few levels that you've already advanced if you look at that stuff. So whenever you see a story on Scientology, don't watch.
And there's also a weird thing like I've heard of people who have seen the space angle and then went, what?
Yeah.
Like, I heard, where did I hear that Tom Cruise was shocked when he heard it?
Yes, and I'm not sure if that's their line, if they are supposed to do that. Like, I think they're told, look, this is what the deal is. They're a spaceman, and they did this and that. But when someone asks you, make it look like you don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. I think that's what the church does. It seems there's a lot of deception going on, is all I know. I don't know why or to what end or how detrimental it is to the people that are in there, but it does seem a lot of deceptions going on in that church.
You know, and it's like, you're right, you can't, powerful people, internet, Twitter, any way to tell people, X amount of people something quickly, YouTube, Facebook, it fucking helped bring Mubarak out of Egypt.
It's brought down empires.
It's balancing things. Like if Catholicism, if the Archdiocese of Boston can be closed, or take $1 billion hit, no fucking body is safe. If the Catholics can get hit, anybody can get hit.
It's the biggest weapon to any kind of oppression or tyranny, totalitarianism. Inforfuckingmation.
Yeah.
It brings down empires. The whole job of a power base is keeping people stupid and in the dark about what's going on outside of your little fucking kingdom. And when that information starts oozing in, look what happened with the Soviet Union, even before the internet. Information started getting in. They told their people what the Western world was about. Decadence, horrible homelessness, and they painted a picture of what the West was like, and it wasn't accurate. And once that information got into the Soviet Union, it crumbled.
Yeah.
Because the people started going, wait, not only is it pretty good out there, but they've been fucking lying to me the whole time. And that pretty much is what brought the wall down. Tear down this wall. So information really does do that. And I think with Scientology, that's kind of what happened. So of late, I don't think they're as powerful at knocking down critics as they used to be. I mean, how far down the line do you go? Everybody that just, is tweeting something bad about Scientology?
Dude, the front page of the Post is it has a picture of Tom Cruise with spaceman fucking antennas on his head in the Jetsons car.
Spaceman antennas.
I mean, nothing we say is going to be as visually powerful.
Yeah.
And the papers are talking about it constantly.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not scared.
Yep.
They don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah.
Post, the Daily News. It's like, what are you going to go after all of these? What are you going to? What is Scientology going to do to Rupert Murdoch?
Yeah, Rupert Murdoch said, he thinks it's cultish and dangerous. No one, especially somebody in the public eye like that, used to say bad things about Scientology because it wasn't worth the hassle you'd get from their lawyers and thugs.
You know what helped?
Else.
South Park.
Oh man,
South Park brutalized those guys.
Totally.
And survived.
Yep.
And is still going strong, and
Somebody just right. In Soviet Russia, car drives you. all of Yakov's lines are like that. In Soviet Russia, you arrest police. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. What? Yes, with magnetic dinner trays and genuine linen napkins. Right, we got it.
Terrible selling points.
It was the worst. I still can't get over that. And anytime Russians are mentioned in any context, I can't not talk about those magnetic dinner trays.
How much would you love to go to that show?
I want to so bad.
We should do that. We should have we should go to Yakov's.
Let's go to Yakov's dinner adventure and see those magnetic trays and see the authentic, genuine linen napkins.
In Branson, Missouri.
Branson, Missouri. He runs that town. He's amazing.
He does, right?
Yeah.
He runs it. Yeah, Roadshow. Let's go. Branson.
I don't know if we'd draw down there, though.
I don't know.
If we would have an audience.
Probably not.
Phones are not lit today. They were before.
To the Brady brunch. Oh, well, this one guy that there's a book called Kingdom of the Cults. I might as well maybe finish up this wonderful Scientology segment with Jesse
Bill
from
T.
Orlando. Hi.
Hello, how are you, gentlemen?
Oh, dandy.
Hi, Jess.
Well, I'll cut to the chase. there's a book called The Kingdom of the Cults, and the premise is that if you believe that a God exists, then he must be perfect. Therefore, anything written about that religion has to be historically true or cannot be scientifically unproven. And it goes through every religion from Scientology to Mormonism to Jehovah's Witnesses, and basically shows the proof of plagiarism to, I think the Mormons said there was steel swords and battles before steel was even invented. It's phenomenal for all religions to show how they're all pretty much lunacy.
Yeah, they are really. Well, plus the people that are writing, even the people that are writing the books, it's in their vested interest for you to believe every word of it because that kind of keeps them in the position they're in.
Right. Yep. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Anything else?
So,
I like taking a call because it ends the bit.
Yeah.
It ends the segment.
Yeah.
It ends the discussion. Thank you, sir. Yeah, goodbye. We'll take a break, eat our grub.
And each other.
And, lick our dicks.
Imagine if that's what we did during a break. If we all just ate each other's asses in the studio, how awful break would be.
Oh, God. Wonderful. If, get it? And we'll be right back.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Should be.
Oh, please.
Little fucking. You don't even know any of the fighters.
Look who's here. It's like Pee-wee's
Put my mic on,
Playhouse.
stupid.
It's on, stupid.
Oh, sorry.
It's
Turn your
on.
headphones up, stupid.
Bobby Kelly.
We're talking about Vegas. We're talking about
Yeah.
Sam. I guarantee. What's your finishing move, Chael? Ugh.
Yeah.
It's a big fight. I know.
You guys are heading to Vegas?
Oh. Yeah, we're going Thursday. I wish we were leaving earlier, but we have a 3:30 flight, which is fine. We'll get in at 6:30, make love, have dinner.
Sure.
I can't wait. And the expo's there, which is fucking...
Yeah.
We're going to interview people and fighters. For, it's going to go well. We're doing a bit for... we're getting audio for the show,
Can I
actually.
just tell you something? A big difference between Comic-Con and fucking a UFC Expo.
Yeah.
When the guys have been trying to cut weight for the last week and they want to rip somebody's fucking head off and the guy goes, "Excuse me, what's that?" And he fucking just punches you in the face.
They ain't no better. I'll ask a question.
No, you probably won't.
You ever tap so many times that you need tap shoes or something?
They're going to go like this. "What'd you say? What? I'm in the fucking mood for you." And grab you by the neck and squeeze you like a stress doll.
Forest. What, do you get a bunch of trees around you or something?
Ah, good one.
I fucking
Yeah, that's a good one.
Chael sunning. How come you're not Chael mooning?
Oof.
I'll have everybody laughing. Anderson Silva. How come you're not Anderson Gold?
I saw that one coming a mile away. Come on,
fuck
Chip.
bullshit you didn't
I
fucking
didn't,
say.
Chip.
I love Angry Chip.
Angry Chip. I don't like Angry Chip.
Really?
I like regular kind of nice Chip.
I love Angry Chip.
Angry Chip gets me uncomfortable.
He makes it like electrifies me for some reason.
Yeah?
Angry. Yeah, I get all excited.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Double God.
God.
So, it should be fun. It's going to be the worst plane ride ever.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to stay up all night.
You're stuck in horrible first class with Chippa.
Yeah.
And how are you going to deal with first class and Chip there? Sam, how are you going to deal with that?
Well, lucky me, I won't have to deal with any of that.
Oh, you won't?
Any of that pesky first class stuff.
Oh.
Ever in your life.
So you're going to be in coach.
Yes, I'll be back in economy. That's how I travel.
You ever fly first class?
No.
Wow, how old are you?
28.
Can I just say something, though? As thin as he is, everywhere's first class.
That's true. Nice big seats.
He has leg room. And reclines all the way back.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll go back and say hello.
No, you won't.
No one ever does.
I'll send you my cookie, because I can't eat it.
No, you won't really send
Swear
it.
to God, I'll send it back to you.
I hope so.
We'll do that the Ookie Cookie game that the gay guys do.
What is that?
I know the
You
game.
never heard of that?
I heard an Acker Cracker.
They all,
See, jerking off on it. Right.
you got to jerk off, and you got to jerk off on the cookie, and the last one to jerk off on it has to eat it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Easy for you to say.
Not really. I get nervous.
Has to eat it or gets to eat it. Oh.
Yum. I've told people in coach that I was going to come back and say hi or fucking bring something back. I never leave first class. Why would I do that?
Remember we were going to Vegas California for the poker tournament, And it was a good, and XM flew us all first class. XM took really good care of us back then.
Yeah.
And it was a Continental 757, and it was a big seat first class.
Yeah.
Like, not like regular first class. They had really good seats in this one. And it was Steve's birthday, our producer. And you remember that? He was in the coach.
Yes.
So I came back, and I didn't tell him what I was doing, and I looked at where he was sitting. And I'm like, I just made sure it was an aisle.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, motherfucker. And I said, Steve, it's your birthday. Do you want to take my seat in first, and I'll sit here? Yes! Yes! He fucking...
Okay, Ralph.
So he went up. I immediately regretted it, but I gave him that first-class seat, and I sat in coach.
Wow.
And Anthony...
A martyr.
...brought me back his Sunday.
Yes, I did.
You guys get Sundays?
Oh, yeah, on that flight you did. That was a California flight.
More everything. It's great.
I get weekends.
You
Get it?
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. Double sprinkles.
Holy shit. He loved that one, Bobby. Chippa loved that.
Fucking weekdays, you motherfucker. It's going to have me laughing my fucking balls off. Fucking cocksucker.
Branson, Missouri. It's your show.
Oh, there you are.
Explore Branson. Boy, they're advertising it on the television there. Branson.
I think we're going to put the special on this Saturday.
Yeah?
The Saturday of the show.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to air like maybe 6 on the channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
On Saturday night.
To promote UFC's pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view.
I can't wait to see this fucking... The whole card is great, but the fight, you know...
I just read an article yesterday that it wasn't going to happen. That they went to Brazil and the fight wasn't going to happen. When they went to do the press conference for this fight, that he was going there with Chael to make the fight happen. Because Anderson was like, fuck you, I'm not fighting this guy.
Wow.
Disrespectful, he doesn't deserve a fucking title shot. And he had to go in and scream at Anderson, like have an argument with fucking Silva.
Is this the most
Dana White?
Is this the most like hatred you've ever seen between people in a
In
UFC
UFC
fight?
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he said he fucked around with. He said some shit about Anderson's wife. And, you know, Brazilian guys, I mean, you can say some, you know, you really don't want to fucking go down that road.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has every Brazilian guy. I mean, all of them. Fucking Vanderlei, all the guys.
Vanderlei Industries?
No, Vanderlei.
Oh.
A lot of the guys hate him now. I mean, just because of the disrespect that he's showing to his family in Brazil. And he said, when I was a little kid, we used to be outside talking about, you know, technology, playing with gadgets, and we'd see the little Brazilian kids outside playing in the mud. It's like, Jesus.
I'm telling you,
in the mud.
I really think that he is in Anderson's head, and I think Anderson is a little scared of him. Not because he's such a better fighter, but because he's already had, I don't care what the reason was, he had one really bad fight against him, and there's so much at stake. Like, you want to beat this guy so bad, but you know that the guy who you want to beat is a problem. Chael Sonnen is a fucking nightmare.
I think this fight's going to be over real fast, and someone's going to be hurt, and it's not going to be Anderson. I think he really fucking made this guy angry. I think the first fight he might have gotten his head with this shit, but I think this one he's like, I'm fucking, because even in the last fight, the last round, he was lifting his hands up. He was getting beat, but he was like, this is great. Let's fucking go. Somebody's finally fighting me, because everybody he just knocks out in the first couple rounds.
Yeah.
But he's mad now, and he said in the interview, and he never does that he's going to knock his fucking, all of his teeth out.
We played the audio, yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
You don't break his arms.
Yeah, this is a guy who never does that and never says anything. He's always quiet and respectful, kind of that martial arts guy, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, fucking water. You know, you must flow like water. You become teapot. You become Chip's face.
How come those martial arts guys like that never like want to fight? They never fight. It's always that last resort,
bullshit.
but then they wind up kicking someone's ass.
They're all trying to sweep the leg.
Of course, sweep the leg, Johnny.
Yeah, there's only 1% of them that fucking don't want to fight, and then, you know,
if you know how to fight, I would think you'd want to fight. If you're really good at it,
Dude, I've been boxing for 3 weeks. Not even real boxing. I want to punch Keith in the face.
Do you want to
every time we put gloves on?
I saw your tweet that you were on your way to the boxing gym. Yeah. How's that going?
Awesome.
Yeah, is it?
It's really good.
It's digging it?
It's the worst thing. It's the worst workout I've ever done.
Yeah?
Yeah, this Haitian dude, Steve.
Brutal.
I want to bite his little 2-inch braided ponytail off every time
It's an hour workout, right?
Hour workout, but he does this shit. It's different every time. Like you get the hang of it, and then he just has you doing some stupid shit, and you're like, oh fuck, this just is terrible.
How much boxing do you do?
We do a lot. I mean, you put the gloves on, you wrap up, you put them on, and he's doing this stuff where he trained you for like 3 weeks of how to, you move, and he did this fucking Karate Kid shit, the wax on, wax on.
Oh, no.
Where you're doing this.
It's wax on, wax off.
Well, whatever.
It's wax on, wax on.
Yeah.
You're all full of wax.
Yeah, Chip.
I fucking hate him. This trip is going to be difficult. But, and then he brought us in this week and was like, okay, put all this shit together. And, now you're ducking and weaving. And
oh, so you can put the moves together.
Yeah, but we can't because me and Keith are too stupid. So we can do it one at a time as a workout, but when you really want us to box and we have to block, hit, block, jab, right, hook, block, duck, we're fucking...
It's like you're dancing.
Is Keith a good boxer?
Keith, he's good, but we're both stupid. You know what I mean? It takes us, he's like, all right, right hand, right, left, duck... Right, whoa. Say that again? It takes like 30 minutes.
If you guys just started wailing on each other, who do you think would win?
We've already done it. Me,
what?
Colin, Keith, and Dove Davidoff. Yeah, Colin can fight. He can fight.
Well, he's that Irish.
Yeah, he grew up in Brooklyn. He can fucking scrap.
Yeah, wow.
We went to the gym one night at 12 o'clock.
Noon?
No. After the spots one night, we went over to Astor Place Crunch, and they have a full-size gym. A full-size ring, and we went in just to go over and box the bags and maybe fool around. But, of course, we're a bunch of, alpha douchebags, and we went in without headgear. And we had gloves. And
just gloves?
We said just body, which lasted 3 seconds.
Of course.
I chipped Dove Davidoff's tooth.
That? Oh, God. No, wait, really? Like...
Dove Davidoff's a tough guy.
He can box, yeah.
Oh, he turned his head. He went, Bobby, you chipped my tooth.
What's that?
And then he went, and my head just went,
oh, he laid into your head?
Fucking 4. Fucking, just right, left. I was like, I hit Colin in the stomach so hard. All you heard was,
you're going to kill the guy.
Oh, it was the best. He came in, he was ducking down, doing that fucking old school, Irish.
Oh, the fucking... Marcus of Queensberry rules.
He was just nailing me.
Gentleman Jim Corbett.
I hit
Marquis of Queensberry, whatever it is. Fuck you, people.
I hit him in the side. All you hear was, and then Keith laughing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like a fucking tire run with air leaking out of it. Is that what he sounded like? He's not a kid. You got to watch where you hit Colin.
Yeah, Colin still can scrap, though. He's still got some fucking fight in him.
Yeah, it's probably better to hit someone in the face at that age than in the body.
Especially with a big face like Colin has.
Yeah, big head, big Colin head.
Colin has a big head?
Huge face.
Yeah, he does have a big Irish face.
Yeah.
Big Irish face. What about Keith,
I thought it was a bobblehead doll that they made for him, but it was just a regular doll.
I'd be afraid to get in the ring with Keith.
Really?
Yeah, it's like Philly, fucking black guy.
No, I mean, him and Voss went at it. Remember the O&A thing? Remember they fought in the boxing ring? Yeah, they had the blindfolds on, and then Voss threw a kick.
Yes, Voss threw a kick.
You don't remember that? It's one of my favorite moments in life.
Voss threw a
Stupid
kick
Keith and Voss got carried away in the ring. They had blindfolds on. They were trying to throw punches, and then Keith really fucking connected with dumb Voss. Voss, the fucking weasel he is, grabbed his glove with the thumb and picked up his blindfold, one-eyed fucking Keith from the back, and kicked him in the fucking back and fell. He threw a karate kick, but it wasn't like a full extension kick. Remember his knee? His leg didn't go because he doesn't stretch. He had tight jeans on.
Oh, man, I forgot about that.
And then Keith was on top of him for 10 minutes going, come on, son, calm down, player. Calm down, player.
Voss was really mad.
That's fucking good.
Yeah, Voss was fucking... Dude, Voss is... I know he'd sucker punch you because they were both fighting with blindfolds, And you're not supposed to look, and he got hit. He got tagged.
He was pissed.
And then he picked up with that boxing glove. You know how hard it is to pull a blindfold up with boxing gloves on?
Yeah.
And he peeked and saw Keith's back and kicked him.
Jews will always peek. My mother would say that.
Jesus.
Chipper, a Jew is always going to peek at you.
Watch it.
Watch the peeking Jews, Chipper.
Don't be a fucking anti-Semite, Chip.
That's what my mother would tell me.
Oh, yes, your mother was a fucking whore.
What's your language?
Oh. a fight, a slap box fight, or any kind of fight where you go not in the face or anything, it just lasts until the first person connects.
Yeah.
Because then you got to escalate it. You got to do better than the guy did to you.
Yeah.
So if he just hits you in the arm, you're going to fucking pop him one in the chest, and then he's going to hit you in the face. It's just the natural progression of I don't want to be fucking the guy on the shitty end of the stick.
And the feeling of hitting somebody, connecting with somebody with a glove on in the face
good.
Is almost like
I've
a
never
drug.
boxed. I've never boxed.
It's almost a drug.
Is it really?
Yeah, especially when you're not a boxer and you don't.
Oh,
you know,
man.
and you hit somebody and you're like, oh,
good.
Oh yeah. But the sad part of it is, and me and Patrice talked about this once because we were talking about if I fought Patrice, I was like, I'll do this, I'll do that. And I'll fucking kick you in, and then I'll punch you. And he goes, Bobby, what the fuck you think I'm going to do while you're doing all this shit? And I was like, oh, yeah.
Just bringing you right back to earth.
He goes, I'm doing the same shit, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm going to punch your fat head. I'm going to bite your nose.
When I was in California, I was having a slap boxing fight. I was just hanging out in front of the Thrifty Drug and Discount store. Well, that's what I used to do. They even have those back out in there. It was right next to the Vons.
For some reason, I just saw you doing this like last week.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, that's what I did. Just hung out there trying to grub up 15 cents for the triple scoop of ice cream. What the fuck year is this? 1950. And this guy, his name was Gabriel Mayers.
How do you remember that?
Because I hated him for years and years and years. He walked up and he used to call me horse shit.
Why?
Because I would clean out the corrals.
Hey, horse shit.
And him and the guys would walk by the stable when I was cleaning out the corrals. They'd be like, "Hey, horse shit," because I'm cleaning horse shit out of the corrals. They had to keep.
You don't think we're not going to call you that?
Oh, please. Horse shit.
Hey, horse
Like,
shit.
hey, horse shit.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, man.
It's the Opie and Horse Shit Show.
It's got to be one of the greatest fucking nicknames ever.
That fucker got me, man. And I was in front of the store, and Gabriel Mayers came with his fucking people, his little posse, and he was like, "Hey, horse shit, put him up. Let's slap box, man. Show me what you got." And I never got any. I never had anything. I sucked at fighting. So hence the guns. I win. So he started like putting up his hands and open hands, you know, and kind of throwing out some jab slaps at me. And all I could do was like back up, and I'm bent over like backwards, the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
And then like I went to come forward. Yeah. He had a fucking right hand fist waiting for me.
Wow.
Just balled up a fist and cracked me one right above the eyebrow. Split my fucking brow open. I'm bleeding like crazy. I fucking I ended up on my ass. I don't even remember hitting the ground, but I was sitting on the sidewalk, covering my eye, and I felt the blood coming out from between my fingers. And I looked up with one good eye and hearing like, boing, that ringing sound, to just him and his friends looking at me and laughing. It was one of the most degrading like moments of my life.
He didn't worry that you were bleeding?
Didn't give a shit. He loved it. He was laughing, and then he just went like, "Take it easy, horse shit," and walked away with his friends laughing.
Did you ever get him back?
No.
Yeah, you did.
Nope.
Yeah, you did. You know what he's doing right now?
Oh,
you know
you're beating somebody up.
He's probably in prison.
You're in a pool flying fucking stupid helicopters over your neighbors' houses while you're getting blowjob by fucking 22-year-olds. And I did make the age go up just so you'd feel better about
10 years.
yourself.
10 years.
Yeah. Hey, horse shit, you doing good, kid?
Hey, horse shit.
That's a great nickname.
It sucked so bad that I couldn't fucking. Good thing it never caught on with anyone but his little group. There was probably 3 people in his little posse. He was like fucking Butch from the Little Rascals. He used to walk around with Woim and the other guy.
Redhead?
And no, he was a Mexican.
Oh.
It was Southern California, so he was a Mexican. He just had He had a great straight head of Mexican hair.
Right.
That big Mexican, the hairline that was right above the eyebrows.
Yeah, their eyebrow hair and their pubic hair connect.
Yeah, yeah.
They have to shave underneath their armpits and the side of their assholes. And
Yeah, it's just full of hair. And
horse shit.
Called me horse shit and punched me in the fucking head.
Well, you've never been punched, right, Norton?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, sure. I
Really?
mean, not that many times, though. You know how it is. Being funny, you get out of it.
You do
Yeah.
try to. It does save you a lot being funny, but
Yeah, no, it saves you a lot.
Gabriel Mayers didn't enjoy my sense of humor.
I remember at juvie hall, they were beating up there was 3 white kids, me and 2 other kids, and they were beating us all up. They beat up, we were playing basketball, they threw all the basketballs at one of the kids' faces.
Oh, man.
And you just turn around, his nose was shattered, and he can't really cry. You just got to kind of take it. And then they gave a blanket party to the other kid, and then they were coming after me. And they all came into the room one day and sat down and ghosted me.
Which
Didn't talk.
ghosted me?
They just come in the room and pretend you're not there, and they're talking. They sat on my bed next to me. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And then they said something like, you're a homeboy, motherfuckers. And they go, well, you a homeboy? You a white boy? And they were talking about white boy bitches and home.
Oh, man.
And I went, I'm a homeboy, motherfucker. And it was like dude, fuck you. It was a second of no, like, and then they went, God, this motherfucker's funny. You all right? You all right, kid? You all right? And I was like, oh, God.
That could have been this motherfucker's funny or a complete ass beating.
Ass beating or fucking
could have gone
both ways.
Yeah. Inside and out.
I only remember as a kid being really mad at my friend Chuck, and I don't remember why. But I didn't know how to fight, but I remember chasing him with a brick and him running into the house, and he was screaming, Mrs. Norton, Mrs. Norton. And then I think he ran into his house, and I threw a brick at the door. That's all I remember.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's as close as you got?
Jesus. You cut a cat up after that?
That was like a freak.
I remember another fight I got into, and this is when I was even younger. I was probably maybe 7 or 8 years old. It was in Central Islip, and this kid was always fucking smacking me in the head and shit like that. And of course, I come in crying, and my father was like,
"You're the father?
Jesus Christ! The fuck are you doing, pussy? Get out there, fight him!" I'm like, "Oh God." So you
didn't want to get out there and fight him?
No, I did not like fighting. It hurt me and made me cry. I was a big crybaby, and my dad would get very angry with me.
I was a crybaby too. I used to fucking cry, and nobody came to help
Stop
you.
your pissy eyes. He called me pissy eyes.
Oh, horse shit.
Hey, pissy eyes. Old horse shit with pissy eyes.
You had a lot of good nicknames. As a
I
kid.
certainly did. It's like, stop it. I'll give you, knock it off. I'll give you something to cry about. Oh, that's great. Thanks,
So what happened?
Dad. So I went over the little railing on the balcony. We were on the first floor of a garden apartment, a 2-floor garden apartment. There was a big grassy area out back, and I went over the railing, and there was the kid, and we square off to fight, and he takes me down in a second, and pins me down, and punched me in the face, and I just started crying.
Pissy eyes.
And my father's like, "All right, enough." And the kid stopped, and I had to get up all fucking crying with punched face. And my father going, "Get in here." And he just didn't even talk to me after that.
Did he try to show you how to fight?
No, he knew I was a lost fucking cause.
He was annoyed?
He was so annoyed that his faggot son couldn't even throw a punch. He just must have pictured fucking few years from now he's just going to be sucking cock.
Well,
my
at least he was
faggot
perceptive.
Yeah, he was none too happy. Didn't talk to me. Didn't even fucking, say, here's what you got to do in that situation. He was just disgusted.
Yeah, you know what's weird too is that I have all that shit, and guys who get into fights, and it's usually the anger. It's guys who don't know how to fight, or just are frightened. Every time I want to beat somebody up or something, I'm just fucking afraid. The guys that are real badasses,
they're not afraid to get hit.
Calm as shit, never want to fight. I mean, that's where that martial arts shit comes from. It's not really martial arts. It's that you know that you can fucking beat the fuck out of somebody.
Yes, and they're not afraid to get hit. I have this fear of getting hit. I don't like the idea of a fist hitting me in the face. It seems like it hurts, and it does. I've been hit in the face. It hurts. I don't like it.
Doesn't hurt when you wake up later, like when you get knocked out.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's another thing. I've just seen some fights that escalate into that stomping thing. God, when people stomp, they knock someone down, and then they're just jumping up and landing on their head with boots. I'd fucking kill you.
Yeah. Well, but when somebody gets knocked out and nobody catches them, they just fucking fall on cement on their face.
A lot of people have died that way. They just fucking fall on the back of their head and after a punch. It's like, yeah, I killed him with one punch. It's like, no, not the punch.
The fall.
It's fucking landing on the back of your head on concrete.
There's nothing worse than after a fight where you start, and then 20 minutes after you start feeling where you got hit. Like right after you don't feel shit.
Goofy fat lip.
And then
it's all numb, your mouth, or busted nose where you can't even touch your nose, or it gives that boom feeling. Boom.
You're going to be afraid if you lost of that kid fucking with you all the time now. You're going to have to kill him.
But does that happen?
What?
Because, I don't think I ever got hit again by Gabriel Mayers.
I got
Continued
beat up.
calling me horse shit, but I don't think he punched me again.
I got beat up. I got beat up a couple times with the same guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, as a kid? Yeah, once they knew they could fuck with you, then they'd fuck with you all the time.
I think I was so pathetic they didn't fuck with me. I think the kid that beat me up at Central Islip, it was like, why bother? It's so easy to fucking fuck this kid up.
I just started hanging out with tougher guys.
Yeah? Yeah,
just way tougher fucking dudes.
Yeah, it's your bodyguard.
Yeah. I hung out with tougher fucking kids that would
What's this video, Danny?
Some bully
Holy
shit.
This is some bully shit.
Some
guys
fight, just knockout compilation.
Yeah, but the guy threw a punch at the guy and it didn't even faze him.
He's been bitch slapping this guy leaning against the pole, and now the guy came off, and now he's swinging. I don't think he knows how to fight very well. He went to kick him. Oh, he's kicking him. He punched him in the face. It's over, Johnny.
That should be the end of it there.
He's stomping his head. I hate the head stomp.
But look, the guy's right back up.
Yeah, but it doesn't
reason
matter.
For it.
Yeah, because he's
right back up. He looks like he's going to fall down again.
Where's that?
I'm happy I stayed here. Yeah, I'm fucking
happy.
People's mentality around fights is fucking barbaric.
They love seeing it. It's gladiator type shit.
I mean, who the fuck likes seeing that? This guy's like, this is the best shit ever. I'm glad I stayed here.
People
Fuck him.
love watching a fight.
They do.
They love it.
It's this basic, really weird chimp thing we have.
Yes.
Like, even in high school, I remember when there was going to be a fight, no one ever said, well, let's try to get these guys to talk.
Right, yeah.
We wonder why fucking countries bomb each other, because on that level, in school, you couldn't even get two guys that fucking throw punches.
Yeah.
There was something about combat that you weren't involved in. And if you notice, most people in power, they're not the ones fighting.
No.
They're just kind of setting it up. And that's how it was in high school. Like, you would want to watch. The guys who couldn't fight, like me, wanted to watch. But then again, the guys who could fight like to watch it, too.
And then go over and suck off the loser.
I remember when I was in high school, I was, oh, boy.
That was Rampage.
Shit.
That was Rampage.
That was Rampage?
Yeah.
We're watching his knockout compilation.
That was
holy shit! What a cheap shot.
That was his power bomb in
Double
Pride.
knockout.
He used to pick guys up and just slam them and knock them out.
Knock them out by slamming them on the back of their fucking, like their shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's Kimbo.
Yeah, Kimbo Slice in the street.
I remember when I was a kid, when I was in high school, I was probably a junior, and that's when I was the white-black kid, and I used to wear, like, the black hats.
I wish I knew you then.
I was very embarrassing. But I was a senior, I think. I was looking for an identity.
You were a senior in high school at that time?
I was drunk, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have all, like, the rap albums? Did you rehearse the rap songs at your house? Like, try to get them down?
I didn't rehearse them, but I genuinely liked them. But yeah, I was like that guy with the fat laces.
But did you stop the tape, rewind it, play it to get the line? What is he saying here? I got to get that.
Yeah, I used to have to do that for learning songs, vocals on songs. It was pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
It sucked. But to do it for rap songs just so you know them, so you could seem cool to the black people in school.
But I remember I had my fucking like red Kango on. And I was so afraid of fucking not being without a hat. I had to go to they wanted to send me to a rehab with a psych place because I hated my hair so much that like being without a hat was a psychological. They actually let me, after a doctor's note, wear one. Like I was so fucking out of my mind about taking my hat off.
How did you not get a nickname?
Crazy? Yeah. Hey, Hat.
Yeah.
We'll just call him Hat.
But I was just a weird dude. And a fucking...
That is strange.
This black guy, Orlando, who really could have beat the shit out of me, snatched my hat off in the lunchroom.
Uh-oh.
Which, to me...
you dropped the N-bomb and fucking chased him?
No, I wish I had a better story.
Yeah.
But to me, someone snatching my hat was this. It was the ultimate in humiliation and exposure.
That's just fucking hilarious. Just see little dumb Jimmy with a red gag up.
With my glasses on.
Thick glasses?
Yeah.
Powerless to do anything.
But I snatched it back aggressively. And he goes, "Oh, you want to fight?" And we started to walk outside, and I most certainly didn't. But I said something. I think I said something like, "Hey, if you wanted to see my hat, you should have just asked."
Beaver cleaver.
But it gave him the out. Like, then we just kind of, it dissipated. But that was a really close one. But I gave him, because he would have killed me.
Yeah.
And I think he just didn't want to get involved in beating this white nerd up.
Yeah.
I gave him the out he needed because I'm like, I don't want to get suspended or something. I forget how it was some. I gave some pussy, but it gave him the out to go.
Hey, you got a lot of futs over there.
I forgot that I said that but I think he interpreted the slight aggression, which was really desperation I showed in snatching the hat back, was enough to make him go like, right. Like,
fucking, what
but
am I
he
gonna
still
do?
would have kicked the shit out of him.
This pathetic mess up.
They had this video on MMA Underground. This white kid in D.C. beat the fuck out of this black kid. He's just jiu-jitsu guy, just unassuming white dude in the hood. And
was that the guy on the sidewalk? Yeah, and he was wearing kind of a striped shirt.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I saw that one too.
And
the black guys loved it.
Well, because
look at white boy. They're like, look at white boy, kicking his ass.
I'll tell you the part that really flipped him out because the guy was a little like, stop it. And then he punched him and he started bleeding on him and he started going, "You want my blood?"
Yeah,
and he started pouring it in his face and mouth.
Yep.
And you saw him go, I don't want whatever fucking Hep C.
This motherfucker cray.
And then he got the guy, and then he fucking, he finally, because the guy could really fight, and the black guy had a bunch of black guys around, so he didn't want to look like, this fucking white sissy.
Oh, he tried 3 times to fucking fight this
and the
white
guy was just killing him, and then the guy finally got him in like a choke.
Yep.
And the guy was going out.
He was knocking out.
And his friends were all going, tap, tap, and he's tapping his own leg. The guy was tapping his own leg, panicking.
Yep.
And then he fucking finally tapped the guy, and he goes, and then he stood up and he goes, I ain't trying to do that shit.
Yeah,
and that was the end of the fight because he knew he was about to get knocked unconscious.
And then later on, some black guy just belted him in the face for no apparent reason in the video.
At the end.
The guy was like walking down the sidewalk. And he's like still kind of woozy.
Yeah.
And some big black guy just belts him in the side of the
Who,
head.
the black dude?
Yeah.
Oh.
His hat went flying.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That was
part.
the guy that invited the white kid back to his house.
Back to the house.
Which was uncomfortable for the white kid. He was just trying to protect the woman. Now he's got to hang out
Now he's got to hang out with
in
the
the
black
projects.
guys. Yeah.
Not
knowing if
with
it's
with his new friends, trying to trying to be man, and just let me go.
What was the dynamic of it? Did we know who the woman was? Maybe the woman knew the guy that punched the fucking dude at the end.
Oh, maybe that, and that's why the black guys weren't really jumping in either. Because
I don't know if they would anyway.
They didn't like. If it was one of their buddies, they'd have jumped in.
Maybe,
maybe the guy. Maybe she was getting out of pocket.
Maybe out of pocket.
Yeah, he's trying to put the goon hand down on that bitch.
I like a good fight video, like when one guy gets knocked out, because you realize it sucks and it's humiliating, but you also realize it's very survivable. It's like most of the time those guys get up in a couple of minutes.
It's not, man. I've been knocked out. I woke up 4 hours later.
Oh, man.
I got knocked out so bad.
Yeah, but you got more than knocked out. You got kicked.
Yeah, but still, when I got punched, I was the fuck out. One punch on the ground, fuck out.
Well, what I was saying was that, like, you realize it's survivable.
All the other kicks, you don't know if that. I mean, I could have been out for 4 hours.
But there are those other times where you see guys get stomped, and that's when it gets ugly.
Yeah.
Like, watching a guy get punched is like, it is what it is. You get punched. But watching a guy get fucking, then the brutal one's like, oh boy, that's what you're afraid everyone is going to be, a brutal knockout.
Fucking stomping.
The only time a knockout is like psychologically okay with me is when it's like some fucking bully or somebody who deserves it.
Oh, to get
and then the
knocked out.
guy knocks him the fuck out. I love that. Psychologically, I can handle that. But when
Like
it's
in
just
my bodyguard.
Yeah, this is Moody's bike.
Moody's bike.
He didn't even knock. Didn't that fucking kid didn't even knock out Matt Dillon? He just bloodied his nose, didn't
Yeah.
He broke my nose.
But he knocked out the other guy. What was the big fucking douchebag's name? Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Mike.
And Linderman finally beat up Mike.
Yeah.
Sloppy Linderman. Mike would have killed him.
Is this your tough guy bike?
Yeah.
That was a
I
fucking...
want to be tough guy, too.
I want to be tough guy. Yeah, this is Moody's bike now. Get off. And they were all like, oh, why is he a pussy?
And
why
he
is
did.
Linderman a pussy? He's a murderer.
And now he's in Firefly.
Yeah.
Squirrel Star.
He was in, he was also in Independence Day.
Oh, look at this awful woman.
Jesus.
He was.
Yeah.
He shot the fucking...
Yeah,
Adam,
shot the gun.
can.
Adam
Yeah.
Baldwin. He was in
Adam
Full Metal
Baldwin.
Jacket, too.
Yeah, yeah.
He was Animal Mother.
He's fucking... He's a crazy motherfucker on Twitter. Holy shit.
Oh, is he on Twitter?
Oh, my God.
Is he
yeah.
really?
He's very political.
Oh,
That's
God.
all it is. Very conservative.
Adam Baldwin, huh?
Yeah.
That's one thing you want to like. I mean, I try to do my politics and mix it in, but it's like you don't want to be the boring guy who
that's what it is.
who gets so married to an ideology that you forget that our job is to be entertaining. Like it's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Believe me, on the air, it's hard to not get caught up in that.
But an actor's, they're not. Their job isn't to be entertaining off air.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your job is you're a comic, but they're not. They're just fucking actors. That's it.
And they're boring. Most times they're very boring.
Most actors have less followers than a comedian. I mean, if you look at, I mean, you look on, like I was on that 2-2 show, I had more followers from O&A and doing comedy than a lot of these stars did.
I came to a grinding halt with followers. I'm just under 100,000, but I can't crack 100,000.
You know what the key is? And I found this. It's like if you
become more famous.
Yeah, that's
no,
probably
but
a
I mean,
key.
it's the way it's like. I hit that too. You hit these walls and then you go way above it. It's when you just keep doing twittering jokes, and that sounds corny, but then people retweet you, and that's how I found I'm getting a bunch of new followers.
Oh, but you got to be funny.
No. But no, meaning I with plugs I'm careful. Like I plug, but I try not to do it too much because they'll allow you some plugs. One guy even goes, "You're special, stupid. Plug it." Like. I try not to do.
I don't get it though.
Hate all plugs. It really annoys me.
Yeah, I don't. But once in a while, people will tolerate if.
Yeah, but you have nothing to plug. If you had shit to plug,
sure I do.
you not you, dumb. If you had something to plug, you wouldn't hate all plugs. He has nothing to plug.
He does his compound show. He's got this show.
I plugged that one last night. I did
Yeah,
one.
but
it was fun.
Oh.
You did a compound show?
Yeah, it was fun. It was all about race.
He's got his asshole to plug with a cock.
Subtle, Jim.
Hold on a second. Let me finish. He's got his mouth to plug
with a cock.
with a bunch of dicks.
What else you got? Horse shit.
He's got his Hey, horse shit. You gonna plug your ears?
Fuck you, horse.
Yeah. What are you, a bunch of horsies?
This is not cow.
That's true.
Yeah.
Horse shit. God, I haven't been called that in years. Brings back great memories. Thanks.
But yeah, that's what's too many back and forths with people. But I've gotten into those too, where it's hard not to. It's
I do
so
that all the
hard
time.
not to.
I don't do it.
I do it all the time, and I just get fucking annoyed, and I realize this guy's got 4 followers. Why am I bothering?
The best way is your way.
I fucking block them. I just block them. I go in. I do that thing. I'll go and read. I'll look at their followers, and then I'll read their tweets.
Yes.
And usually the
research.
meanest, toughest talkers have some type of puppy photo on their Facebook or a little baby, and they have some stupid blog that they wrote about society or fucking how to change. Fuck you, you fucking tough. Then I just block them.
I think some of my posts also keep more followers away. Some of my maybe racial posts that.
But you do a lot of you do a thing where you go, you have the person's question,
yes,
space, and then your answer,
and then my answer.
That's kind of like that's the Anthony Twitter.
Yes, it is. A little dash.
Yep.
And then the answer.
You'll break 100,000
eventually, but I'm also not. I'm not verified. I don't have the little verification check mark.
We should get you that.
I don't know how to do it.
Seems annoying. Dane helped me because he knew the guys. I think Dane helped Opie too. So
see, I don't know.
Text Dane. I'll text Dane.
Yeah,
just text him. He'll help you.
I don't know.
I went to the Twitter offices, and the kid, he was an O&A fan. I was in San Fran where they are, and he goes, "You want to come by? You can come by." And I don't think he really meant it, but I just literally 10 minutes later, I'm out front, and he was like, "All right," and I showed up. Hey. He brought me in the cafeteria.
Hey.
Tunzi. Sorry, Pop.
He's just mean. He's just mean, Jim. He's just mean.
Potsy roast.
He's just mean.
Ralph, open mouth. I'm sorry, Pop.
Do we stop saying sorry and just say him? It makes it worse.
Richie Lovingham.
That's it.
Sorry,
Lovingham.
I don't like Jimmy's new thing where he says sorry after it hurts more. It's like he's raping me and saying sorry.
Oh, is that fucking great?
That was 4 or 6 good ones right off the bat.
Richie Tunningham.
All in the happy.
Richie, give me a ham.
You understand? It is now funny that we can actually bust balls in theme.
Of course.
When Fonzie would walk in and see Joni, hey, eat the shortcake. Sorry, because you're a shortcake eater.
I don't like that one.
Yeah,
that was boo. That was boo.
There'll be plenty of booze in these rants. A couple of yays will come.
Yeah.
A couple.
That's all you need.
Isn't that the worst of getting slammed in Anthony's laugh at the end of it? It does like a double punchline.
Somebody on Twitter last night said, I guess Jimmy had said, oh, when you did the home run Kumia. Home run, fucking home run.
I get that too in the hashtags, home run Kumia.
Home run Kumia. And someone said, I love your laugh after this. And I wrote something. This probably cost me some followers. I said, well, you should hear me after a good crib death joke. People didn't like that.
Unfollow. Yeah, you're gonna. That's collateral damage. Like, what makes you so funny is gonna cost you.
Yeah.
I picked up like 2,000 followers after the Tonight Show thing because I was.
Oh wow.
How heavy was that?
Oh boy.
It was the same as it would be if I you got nothing.
It's just
Lifted you.
Oh.
Of course I had something. The joke was that I didn't say it.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Why did you help?
No, it was because the picture. There was a picture.
I wasn't going to eat that sandwich. Now the pain inside just makes me want to start chewing.
After the fucking they twittered a picture with myself and Leno and Bieber, and we were all hashed.
You met Bieber?
Yeah, I did Leno with him. We were all on the fucking same, and Justin Bieber retweeted it, but it just happened to have my name in it.
That's nice.
So I picked up a couple thousand followers from that.
Yeah.
But I know
that you fucking lost immediately when they read your other tweets.
Yeah, believe me, I know I'm going to lose all of them. They don't know that I'm not friends with them. I just happen to be on a show.
I got a lot of Dane followers a bunch of times, and they realize that I hang out with you fucking creeps.
Yeah.
And they immediately fucking douche me.
Yeah.
It's not you. It's us.
There's nothing worse, too, when they'll see me do that, or they see me with Dane on the show doing 20 minutes or so, and then they'll come to my show, and they'll be like, that's not the same.
It's not the same as Dane. I don't like this.
Well, he's very angry.
Yeah. He seems very mad. Dane's a lot more happy than this guy.
And funny.
Yeah. All right, well, why don't we take a little break?
Yes.
And then we'll come back and talk more amongst ourselves. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
The show's here, and you're not. You're texting. What's going on?
You can let the music establish.
Establish? Is that what they call it in the biz?
I guess so.
Letting the music establish?
I've heard it.
Let's let the music establish for 3 seconds.
Yeah, all right, watch. Hey, how you doing? We're back. See? That let the music establish. Dude.
Do you really need to go to school for this job?
No.
To be a jock?
School for radio is stupid. You really don't need it. You either need some type of talent or the ability to speak. Mm-hmm. You have to be comfortable with public-type speaking. You just
described things you are all not good at.
Yeah, exactly.
That none of you have.
None of us have. Now, the school thing for radio is like, well, I don't have to know what type of alloy the transmitter antenna is made out of. You know?
Back in the day, Sam knows that stuff.
I didn't go to school for radio.
What is the
go to school for?
What are the?
Nothing. I went to the school of hard knocks, my friend.
Yeah.
School of Hard Knocks.
I'm a sociologist by trade.
What?
Ew.
What is that?
I have a
Scientologist.
I have a degree in sociology.
You're
I'm a
sociopath.
sociologist.
That's what you
Yeah,
are.
maybe.
What does a sociology degree get you?
Yeah.
Nothing. It gets me out of school quicker, so I could try to get a job here.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
So why'd you go?
To get the internship, to get the college credit.
Couldn't you have gotten an internship by just going to community college or something?
Yeah, but then I also was on the college radio stations there. And I got to intern with the great Scorch.
Oh, right.
What did the college radio station do for you? Nothing.
Just gave me experience on the air.
You could literally just fucking send a letter, an email to a radio show and go, look, hey, I'm into radio. Here's my tape. I'd like to come in and intern for you.
No, they wouldn't let you anymore, I don't think.
What?
Not here anymore.
No, it's all
you.
corporate, and no, they wouldn't.
Well, back in the day.
Yeah, back then.
Sam, the space between Sam's top lip and the bottom of his nose is so fucking huge.
Like Fred
His
Flintstone.
mustache would be fucking
yeah.
enormous.
You should grow a mustache.
Just it would be a 4-inch,
Like my dad?
a 4-inch by 6-inch mustache.
She's got that Bloomberg mouth.
Yeah.
Does it have a cock in it?
Yeah. You should grow a mustache.
You think so?
Yeah, do it, please.
If you grew a mustache, it would be so big
It would be a huge mustache.
and
think so?
thick.
Would it
yeah.
look good?
Look like one of your eyebrows.
I say, hold on, don't move. Oh, yeah, I could picture it. You look like a tough guy.
Oh, really?
I think you'd look like a tough guy.
Yeah, Mr. Majestic.
Yeah. Come on.
I'll consider it. I probably won't happen, but
Wow, Bloomberg. Yeah, look at that space.
Yeah, you guys both have the
Bloomberg's
same.
got that
Wow.
big.
Whatever the fuck that thing is called.
You should grow a
it's
mustache.
very distinguished.
You got to do that, dude.
Not
Right?
distinguished.
You don't think so?
You got like
No.
some 5 o'clock shadow going there.
Yeah, well, 3 days.
When'd you shave? 3
days
days?
ago, yeah.
So you don't grow beards very, very quick. You could grow a solid beard, though.
Yeah, it's not patchy.
No.
You should grow a mustache, just the mustache, a Magnum PI.
Just the,
Yeah.
just cut it off
70s
here.
Right
porno.
there.
70s
Yeah.
porno.
Just a fat mustache.
Cop mustache.
Yeah.
Just let it grow out, but keep
Like
it trim
Josh
around.
Brolin in American Gangster.
Yeah.
Fucking
That's
money
a good one.
taking bad guy.
Josh Brolin can grow a good mustache.
He's a great actor too, right?
He is really goddamn good.
Yeah, he is.
He was in Goonies.
Who's married to fucking Barbara
Oh, weird.
Streisand?
Really?
Yeah, he was the older brother in Goonies, the guy that's down, the older kid that was down there with them. Yeah.
That's him?
That's Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucked up?
Holy shit.
I know, right? I was just watching Goonies the other day, and I'm like, oh, I forgot he was in this motherfucker.
Who's married to Barbara Streisand?
That's his father, James Brolin.
Oh, James.
That's
Brolin.
his father?
James Brolin,
The guy that was
Mr.
in
Barbra
fucking,
Streisand.
he was in Knots Landing or Falcon Crest or
Was he in
some,
that?
one of those shows,
Was he
right?
in that?
He was in one of those soap, nighttime soap, fucking
let's
blubble mouth.
see.
Nighttime soap operas.
Yeah, I think he was. You're right. But before that, was he in
Filtrum.
Was he the guy in
Give a lot.
Marcus Welby, MD? Was he in Marcus Welby?
MD.
Well, she's close. Isn't
Why
she
you-
like 65 or 66? So James Brolin's probably the same age.
James Brolin was in Westworld. You ever see Westworld? Where nothing can possibly go wrong. Go wrong. Go wrong. Go
Wait a
wrong.
minute.
That was
Wait
the
a minute.
trailer.
Wait a minute.
really?
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
That was the trailer. Yul Brynner was in it, and he played a cowboy, right? And it was this kind of a virtual reality, not even virtual reality, it was reality, but they had robots, and you could go into Westworld or medieval world and stuff, but they pretty much focused on Westworld. And you packed guns, you dressed like cowboys, there were horses, but they were all robots. But they had real guns. But the sensors on the guns made it so you couldn't shoot people with it. You know? You could only shoot the robots.
Oh, wow.
Oh, is this the trailer?
Your attention, please.
They're flying a plane.
Soon be landing at
See, that's James Brolin. Then,
I never saw this.
Yeah, he was in.
the other guy.
He was in like fucking Knots Landing.
He keeps coming back. The Yul Brynner cowboy keeps coming back.
Wow.
They keep fixing him.
Not the one in real life.
And they get whores, no.
and all in a controlled environment.
They got robot whores.
Robot rattlesnake.
That's not supposed to happen.
We
Uh-oh.
know you'll enjoy your stay in Westworld.
Hold it.
They recast that role as, with Bill Paxton. I could hear it.
Yeah.
Where nothing,
supposed to happen?
nothing can possibly go wrong.
I'm shot.
That's him
Go
too.
wrong.
Raw.
Go
Oh
wrong.
my God.
Shut down. Shut down immediately.
And they can't. They can't shut down. And all the robots went crazy and start killing all the real people.
Oh, wow.
It's insane.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's dated, but it's kind of fun to watch.
It is funny to hear how the computers, it really is just light bulbs.
Yeah, light
Jesus
bulbs.
Christ, Kenny just scared the fuck out of me.
What'd you think? It was Yul Brynner?
Well, he came with a creepy sci-fi music, and then he came in.
Well, he is a robot.
Yeah, Kenny is like a robot.
Yeah, what's he, from Westworld or something?
Oh, Chippa. God.
They did a Simpsons episode on this, on Westworld.
Yeah. Oh, he was in Hotel. That was, James Brolin was in that kind of show.
Hotel, there you
Hotel.
go. One of those shows. That's a type of show.
James
like that.
Brolin was in a lot of shit back in the 70s and stuff. He was like the heartthrob back then.
What a genius idea for a movie, though.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Imagine what they could do with that now, though, like a virtual reality place.
Exactly. Using CGI. I think it could be. They should remake that. Why haven't they remade that one?
That's one they should remake.
Fuck it up.
Yeah, they will fuck it up.
Because of
like it was so great
CGI.
CGI, they could really do a good job, I think, with that. I saw that in what they call the movie theater.
Jesus,
I remember it.
Are you kidding me?
I was a very little kid.
Really?
When that came out.
Well, you consider little kid and what we consider little kid are two different things.
And I saw, right. And you know what they gave out when you went to the movie theater? They handed out these cardboard pistols. And it had like paper in it.
That had to be a long time ago.
So when you flip the pistol down, the paper would pop out and it would go pow, and it would make a bang sound. They gave away cardboard guns at the fucking...
Wait, for that movie?
Yeah.
I wonder how much one of those... Can we look on eBay? How much are one of those worth?
Westworld cardboard gun. I wonder if there's any.
There's got to be some.
I swear it was there.
If there's a Honus Wagner card, there's a Westworld gun.
Westworld fucking paper gun.
Honus Wagner.
Yeah. There's a fucking...
Where nothing can
I don't
possibly
like
go wrong.
Can we just acknowledge how serious Sam is today, which is bugging me?
Well, he takes this role very seriously. His replacing Opie fucking
I'm not even
role. His I want this job so bad.
Say it again.
Replacing Opie role.
Oh,
wait a minute. Go back. I might have seen it. Go back a little more. A little more. No, sorry.
God damn it.
I thought I saw the Westworld gun.
Did you like it?
Oh, I was around the house the whole time doing it until my father was like, knock off that racket. Stop it. Take that outside. I wanted to use my dad's tools to make something once in the basement, and he told me not to bust his chops. Stop busting my chops. And I was like, okay, I won't, because I thought one of the tools was called the chops, and as long as I didn't break it, I could use his tools. And then I went, okay, that's it. That's it.
So wait, the Westworld.
That was the gun. Holy shit, that is fucked up, dude. I'm looking at that like it was yesterday.
So wait a minute. Now it's a gun,
and it wasn't.
And there's
it was many yesterdays.
There's like a red flag around it almost that says Westworld on it. How would the pop out?
Would pop out like a paper would pop out. And it would make a sound. It would come out of the front, really. A paper, like a triangle. Paper was folded into that red part, and you'd go like this, and it would open like that, and the paper would go.
Yeah, we used to make them in like elementary school.
Yeah.
Just
Same
make a
principle.
noise.
Are there any
it would just catch air and make a
Yeah.
Is it worth any money?
Are there any on eBay?
No, there's not on eBay. I could try to find a value if you want.
Yeah.
Wow, that's holy shit. Just seeing that, it's like holy fuck. I
The
remember
Westworld gun.
Yeah. Giving it away in movie theaters. Imagine, in this day and age, they would be like, "What are you doing? You can't give away fucking."
Well, you've never gotten anything at a fucking movie theater.
No.
No, I've never. They never.
Ass raping? No. Blowjob?
Yeah, like you never had a Midnight Cowboy movie experience where you just blew a guy fucking and he took your notebook. What year was that? 74?
3.
Three.
That was 73.
Yeah,
73. I was 3.
Yikes. Were you?
Yeah.
Aw. Little kid.
I was 3.
You were a little kid. 10, 12.
Ant was
I was 25 now.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Chip.
Chip.
Yeah, that was I remember that one. I'm trying to think of any other things they might have.
I've never gotten anything. I don't think in a movie theater.
I've never gotten anything.
Well, that was a big promotional item for the day.
Have I?
To make a noise so your parents would get mad at you.
How much was the movie back then, too? It was a fucking
$2.
You talking to fucking grandpa over here? Knock it off.
I'm not being...
How much was a movie back? Well, we would walk to the movie house.
Well, and we'd give him a bale of hay.
The Nickelodeon.
$2?
Sometimes I'd trade sugar.
Wow, they found one. Where is it?
It sold on May 24th of this very year for $9.99 plus $2.99 first class.
Amazing how you think something's going to be worth something, and it's just utterly... I found a bunch of stuff in my house. These old, like, Planet of the Apes and Hulk fucking... They're like these like little hard comic books that had a little 45 record with them. and I'm like, oh, boy, these are probably worth money. $10, $12. It's amazing. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's worth anything.
Well, you want to pawn it or sell it? What do you, Rick from fucking Pawn Stars? Well, I brought in my very rare Westworld theater paper gun.
It's pretty cool, but I'm going to talk to a friend of mine. He's an expert on paper theater guns.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to get my guy down here, and then we can get a valuation.
Well, Rick wants to bring someone in. I'm kind of interested to see what the expert will say. Hey, here he comes. How you doing, Rick? Hi, how you doing? What do you got for me? I got this Westworld paper gun. Yeah, let me look. Yes, this was put out back in those days. They would make these promotional items for movies, and you know, it kind of brought a little more fun to the movie. Yeah, I see. So what do you think? Well, it's in good condition. But I've seen these online.
You don't see them in this kind of shape. It's great because usually the kids have been playing with them and they're all shot to shit. And this one's great. It's in great condition.
So what do you think it's worth?
Nothing.
Nah, probably $10 at most.
And you see the number from the original, 20,000.
$20,000.
It says was 20,000.
And I need to make money off of this, so I'll give you $2.50 for it.
Wow.
I guess I'll just keep it.
I got to frame it. I got to rebuild it. It's going to be sitting here for a while.
And it's going to take up space in the cabinet.
Take up space.
The buyers that do the very rare, they come in once every 3 years from Chicago.
I love that guy.
Fucking cocksucker.
Oh, he's fucking the worst.
They had an old lady on last night. She needed money so bad.
They're in Vegas, of course she did.
She's
probably going to gamble her life away.
Chip, good one.
It was 10 grand, Elvis document.
It
was 10 grand, and she was and then let me get in my expert. Dude comes down and this is a copy. This see how all the ink is the same.
Like a fucking Xerox copy of an old Elvis contract.
He's like, yes.
I don't believe it.
That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
But at the end, she was just holding back tears. She goes, well, I really needed the money, and I thought this could have solved the problems.
It's not going to solve the problems.
You know what they do? What Jonathan told me they do when a celebrity dies like that, when like Elvis, and because the Beatles catalog used to be at their office, is when Harrison died or whatever, they immediately lock all of the fucking cabinets because people go in and steal the signed contracts. So they have them.
Shit, really?
Yeah. And I forget, he said some guy from Apple, which was, the Beatles' old label, or was still the label. Every fucking cabinet's locked. So if they die, you can't just run in and steal contracts because they're worth so much fucking money with their signature on them.
Yeah.
That's like money.
By the way, that's why the Beatles weren't on iTunes for a long time, because them and Apple have been in litigation for so many years.
Stop it.
Over the name.
That's true.
Over the name. And they finally...
Apple Records had it first.
Exactly. Yeah. But then Apple...
Oh, so the record company went after the computer company.
Oh, yeah, a bunch of times. I think they won a few times.
Did they?
And then they started losing. I don't know what the agreement was.
So weird.
But yeah.
It's like the WWF had to change the WWE.
For the World Wildlife Federation.
Now all the videos on Netflix, they have to phase out the F.
Do they?
Yeah, they have to blur out the F.
Why blur it out?
Why watch it? Jesus Christ! Yeah. You're watching old wrestling.
You can't not watch it.
Yeah,
it's fucking
watch me.
But why wouldn't
it's hilarious?
Why wouldn't the World Wildlife Federation change their name? No one cares about them.
Oh, the little panda.
Yeah, all they got to do is wide world, wilderness.
From a branding point, though,
Federation
didn't even hurt them.
No, it didn't.
WWE,
They went
you
right
mean?
to WWE without.
No one gave I thought it would maybe make a little dent. No one gave a shit.
Yeah. And now most people don't say WWF.
Everybody says WWE.
Been saying that for a while.
They're branding
and it wasn't,
geniuses.
It wasn't even in the United States. They were okay with it in the United States. It was their overseas shit.
It was the website shit that changed everything.
Yes.
But yeah, like when you look at the old tapes now, the F is blurred out and the announcing is dropped out. They
I
say,
lost to a goddamn panda.
Vince came back. What's dropped out?
Yeah.
Vince
Like,
came back.
If it says for
Oh,
the
best.
WWF Championship, it'll just say for the championship.
Oh, wow.
I was watching. There was that time where they just were trying to edge out WCW when Nitro was beating them all the time. So they were just getting real fucking edgy.
Yeah.
And Vince was taking his pants down.
Oh yeah, he
and
loved taking
making
his pants
guys
down.
kiss his ass.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And
Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. That's right. Get a good pucker up and kiss my ass. Yeah. That was good. Those are great days. The fucking stink phase.
Heavy on the gay.
Heavy on the gay.
Rikishi's ass.
Oh, all the asses.
Oh, just sticking your face in a guy's ass.
Oh,
and,
amazing.
And children were in the crowd. You could see their faces. And
Well, you could
It
tell
really got disturbing, yeah.
what
Yeah.
Vince was just like writing to entertain himself.
Yeah,
No,
just-
we'll have you in a thong and you'll rub your ass in their faces.
yeah, it was a
And then
little.
we'll get the old broads out there to show their tits.
Yeah, what's her name? Mula.
Mullen May Young.
And Val Venus will come out and spray cum on everybody with a super soaker.
Oh, an ass man. Oh, who doesn't love the ass man? What is the ass man? Like asses.
We get it.
It's great. He's an ass man.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Who was that? What was his name, the wrestler?
Mr. Ass.
Mr.
Badass
Ass.
Billy Gunn.
This is
Badass Billy Gunn.
The saddest part about that is that guy who's singing with that unbelievable, fucking beautiful rock and roll jazz blues voice had dreams, had hopes, had seriously just had hopes and dreams. Like now he's in a fucking studio in his house in his basement, and his wife comes down. Do you excuse me, honey? I'm doing Ass Man. Hang on.
Yeah, I gotta put the song together. What are you doing? Yeah, ass man. For the wrestling thing.
I'm on Ass Man.
Vince is calling him with idea for lyrics.
Yeah.
I've got another idea.
Yeah, I got it. All right, how about I love to kick them, I love to lick them, touch them, poke them. Just come up with things to do with an ass.
I'm writing this down. Hang on. What do you want to do with these asses?
Just come up with more things to do with an ass.
All right, Vince.
How many lines didn't make it? I like to chop them. No, you don't chop an ass.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Chops an ass.
yeah. I like to bike them. You don't bike an ass. No, you can kick it. You can stick it. Yeah, you can kind of stick it.
Yeah, of course. He loves that ass.
I was
He's
watching
an ass man.
something from like '98, and I forgot how awful, how edgy like their storylines were.
Yeah.
In '98, they had
Real edgy.
Val Venus tying up.
Oh, boy, look at the commercial. WWF.org.
Ah, yeah. Look at look at the little kitten tiger.
they're playing.
Oh, they're adorable.
Yeah, until they bite your face off.
Yeah.
They had Val Venus tying up Goldust in the ropes and making him watch as Val Venus had just filmed a porno tape with his wife.
That's right. Where's Val Venus's video? God damn, I remember.
Did you ever meet Val Venus?
Is that?
They show a fucking thread being tapped, flowers opening up, him with a big purple helmet.
Yeah.
Val Venus?
He was pretty big.
I never heard of him.
He was pretty fucking huge in the 90s.
What happened to him?
I mean, they couldn't have porno stars wrestling after a while.
His
He
take
would
his
try
throat.
to kiss wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like,
He would try to kick Goldust was the fucking creepiest wrestler ever.
He was
and
the
he would take
first-
his outfit off.
Yeah.
And he'd have things on his nipples.
Was he popular?
He was the first edgy wrestler.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it was when everything was cartoony, and then one day Goldust came out in all gold body paint, and he was feuding with
Just-
Razor Ramon, and he'd unzip his outfit, and he had a big heart with the word Razor tattooed on his chest.
Oh, was he? So he was, now was he popular?
Very popular.
He was very popular, but
He was controversial.
So,
What
happened to him?
God.
Controversial.
What happened to him?
He's not wrestling anymore.
Have you met him?
I don't know if I no.
Didn't he wear like didn't he wear high heels once in a while?
Well, he wrestled a match with Roddy Piper once, and they took his outfit off, and he had women's lingerie on under his tights.
That's him.
Yeah.
of my magical
earlier.
land.
Yeah.
There are evil, dark ghouls that walk astray.
Kind of effeminate. Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, a little bit. He was more of a jive talker, though.
Was-
Like
I
a
wanna hear-
70s jive talker.
Yeah, he was like a bayou guy. I like Dusty Rhodes. I think I just liked his name.
He was very popular.
Was he? Look at Lick.
You see,
Yeah.
gold sheds no darkness.
What? Oh, yuck.
This is terrible. Why would you want to fucking watch this? This is very exciting.
No, because this came on the TV and you were like, what the fuck is this?
But it's dull. It's not like fucking... Oh my God, King!
That was Vince.
Can I hear Dusty Rhodes talk? He was one of my favorites.
Goldust started a feud with Ahmed Johnson by Ahmed Johnson, who's just this big black guy from Pearl River, Mississippi.
Yeah.
He got knocked out in a match, and they were stretching him out, and Goldust ran over to him and went, oh no, and started giving him mouth-to-mouth.
Goldust is funny, dude.
This whole thing was that all the good guy wrestlers were homophobic, so they hated
It's fucking funny.
Rhodes has been injured.
Look at that microphone.
What's this, from 85?
Dusty Rhodes for his first.
This microphone is 2 feet long.
It's 2 feet long, dude.
And it's not even a wireless.
Dusty Rhodes and Dusty.
Look at his comb over. His hair is parted over his ear.
Looks like Roland.
I would like to thank the many fans throughout this country that rode cars and let a Dusty Rhodes the American dream.
That hair is like Tinder.
It looks like corn husks.
Secondly, I want to thank Jim Crockett Promotions for waiting and taking the time because I know how important it was. Starcade 85 it is to the wrestling fans. It is to Jim Crockett Promotions. And Dusty Rhodes the
This
American
is terrible
dream.
mic work here.
No, Dusty was known for his mic work.
But this is from 85.
Danny, can you find one of him actually in wrestling gear where he was doing a mic?
He really
was he just one of the early ones that was why?
Yeah, Dusty was like him and Ric Flair were the two biggest guys before Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember when I was really young. What happened to him? Is he alive?
Dusty,
Yeah,
he
he's
still
alive.
works for WWE behind the scenes, but not wrestling.
Wow.
Oh, everybody
was a wrestler.
That is a young Vince.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Holy shit.
When he probably got back to the dressing room in Boston, went, phew, because Mr. Graham, you almost lost. Man, I was sweating.
Who's that guy?
That's Superstar, Billy Graham. I thought it was.
He just took his sweat and threw it in Vince's face.
Flung it into Vince's face.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Hey Sam, you ever see when Dr. D. David Schultz hit the reporter?
Yeah, I've seen. Yes. Of course, I've seen it. It's not like
That's Chip, no. Chip, a wrestling fan.
This weekend is not wrestling, Sam.
I know what this weekend is.
I know.
weekend-
Sam's going to expect Chael Sonnen to throw the punches like this and step on the floor.
Yeah, no one's going to jump on the top of the octagon. And
Yeah, but this fight's being
Superfly.
built up like a wrestling
Hey,
match.
Nobody's getting hit by a coconut in this.
Who's the baby face and who's the heel? Chael Sonnen's probably the heel, right?
Yes.
Oh,
You know,
shut
traveling
up.
throughout this country, Dusty Rhodes is recognized everywhere because of his hats, not his eyes, because of his hair, his ability, and his rap. Dusty Rhodes is known all over the world. They don't need to look at my face, my clothes,
What
to
year
know
is
who
this?
I am.
Probably 85.
85.
We're talking about $500,000 a year, not $100 a week, you understand? That's what we're talking about. Ric Flair going around the country talking about how great he is. I just got a letter from a person named Owens out in Portland that's going to send me a kiss real shortly. That's how strong we are. And Owens, I know that you're listening right now,
And this
I'm
is
going
when
to
they
be
were still
banned
trying to
for
play it
you,
off like it was
understand?
real.
But I'm looking
This is
for.
before they
Turn it
identified it
back
as sports
to- Baby
entertainment.
doll, now then, on this day right here, we're going to start taking care of business, and that is my world television title that you got around your
World
waist.
television
Now you got
title.
to deal with me, and you got to face the fact that there's no place you can hide, no place you can run, nowhere
People
baby
thought
doll
this
can
was
stick
real.
that ugly face
People
of
thought
hers
this was
without
real.
me.
back
He's actually
then.
good on the mic,
This
though.
is great.
He is, right?
But not only did they think it was real, they wanted to literally kill Vince McMahon when he exposed it as being like, no, it's entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
Because people were like, oh shit, Dusty Rhodes is fucking bad.
And Vince had to expose it for business reasons, right?
I'm guessing for fight licenses, right?
For licenses, for taxing, for yeah.
Why
even-
taxing?
Because it's like it's just a show. It's not boxing. It's not a sport.
Right.
That has to adhere to rules and regulations.
steroids.
Well, and
Yeah.
so he didn't have to pay the people. I would imagine. So he would, if he was a sport, he would have to pay the wrestlers in a different way. And they probably,
Maybe.
Do you like the
probably could
Shockmaster, Bob?
unionize and all that shit.
Yeah.
What's that?
Have you seen the Shockmaster?
Shockmaster's the best.
It's one of the funniest fucking things ever. Is that when he comes to the wall?
Yeah.
It's the funniest
Sting
thing
goes,
ever.
He is the Shock
It's
Master.
Oh, boy.
He just came back last week.
The dumb. It's a stormtrooper helmet spray painted with silver glitter.
See through it.
Other than the Shock Master!
This is the best.
By the way, that one move is about 6 months of blown storyline right there. Everything just blew up. That's not what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to be intimidating.
Do you think that this is? Do you know who was impressed that I knew this clip?
Who?
I did a radio show with. Oh fuck, Kenny might remember his name.
Cowhead?
No, it was in Florida, I think. But he was just a wrestler who was on. Who are some guys that wear masks?
Is it,
The Abyss.
Abyss. Yeah. Kenny sent me that.
And he's so proud that I mentioned.
You brought up the Shockmaster.
He was
to
out of
Abyss.
his mind that I knew it. Yeah. Do you think wrestlers fucking love this clip?
It's their favorite.
Is it?
His helmet falling off is great too. He's exposed,
And he's on his hands and knees with no helmet. It really is the greatest thing ever.
It was a breakaway wall, but nobody mentioned that the bottom is lined by 2x4s. So he didn't realize he broke away the top part, but then had to step over the wooden part. So he tripped right over the 2x4s.
The mask is a fucking. It's a Darth Vader mask.
It's a stormtrooper thing with silver glitter all over it. It's obvious,
and he couldn't see through it because they spray painted over the eyes with silver glitter.
Perfect.
Has he? Can we see this again, please, Mike? From the beginning.
Yeah. And then he quickly puts the helmet back on, gets up.
Do you think? I wonder what they're thinking at the moment that he fell.
They had to be laughing.
Listen real close. You can hear somebody go, "Oh no."
That's all he did. Oh God.
Did you?
Oh no! He's wiping glitters on his arm.
And you could hear everyone in the back going, "Oh no, oh no," because he's not doing his own voice. There's a mic on someone in the back doing the voice.
Yeah.
So you can hear all the people around this guy going, "Oh God," because the mic was already on.
They call me the Shockmaster.
Oh, and then he's got to do it. Wait, you're the guy that just fell down and your helmet fell off. They're not intimidated by you. You're just a fat lump of shit that fell
faces
through.
on them, like they all have to act scared.
Yeah.
Come after me, Sid. I'm ready. Along with Davy Boy, Sting,
It's a fucking stormtrooper helmet.
We'll see you at the Fall Brawl.
The Fall Brawl. He's trying to talk
After he just fell.
He looked like a complete idiot.
Should be the fell brawl. Because he fell.
Very good.
And why is he wearing the mask? It just fell off.
Can I just say something though? Sid Vicious, he just came back last week.
Yeah, he did.
He's a fucking scary guy.
He is.
Legitimately.
You know, like he's a legit psychopath.
Yeah.
He's for indie shows. I've known people that have like picked him up at airports, and he's told them while they're driving him from the airport to stop the car, and he needs to get out, and he starts like doing his wrestling walk on the side of the highway, as if he's like psycho sitting out, and then he gets back in the car, and he's like, "Oh, I just had to get that out."
Let me ask you a question.
It's like, what's he doing?
Why? Who was on that panel? We're watching this video, and after the Shockmaster video, there's a panel like Mick Foley is on it.
Yeah.
Who are the other guys?
I'd have to look at the panel again real quick. Probably JR is one of the guys.
Is one of them the guy that was the Shockmaster?
No.
No,
they wouldn't have invited him.
Well, has he spoken about it?
Yeah, he does conventions now, and he brings the helmet, and I've actually seen him wearing the vest.
Oh, so he laughs
and
about
like
it?
he'll let you take a picture. I took a picture with the helmet.
More people online for him than Virgil?
Than Virgil, yeah. Nobody's online for
The
Virgil.
worst outfit ever, though. I mean, it was like a ruffled cape, a black ruffled cape with a fucking a sparkly stormtrooper.
They probably like
outfit.
signed him and promised him money, and then he showed up to work, and they were like, "Here's your outfit," and he goes, What?
Yeah, what do you mean?
And he's fucking not even big, really, or in shape.
No,
just
he's
a fat
a wreck.
guy. He's not even menacing.
The faces, though, on those guys trying to be all, they're like,
The Shockmaster.
He's got the Shockmaster.
That's a fat
Rhodes.
pig that just fell on his helmet. That is Dusty Rhodes.
Today,
Dusty
yeah.
Rhodes.
This is
Wow.
them reenacting the Shockmaster to promote the best of WCW DVD.
Oh, boy.
Whoa! Holy Toledo!
Who's playing the Shockmaster?
I don't know.
It's probably Mick Foley.
A little fatter than Mick, unless he's stuffed. Yeah,
I think he's stuffed.
Yeah.
For maybe Santino or something.
Wow, that's fucking funny.
Santino's fucking
Very
hilarious.
funny.
That's the greatest video ever. Do you think Vince likes that now?
He loves it because it was WCW, and it's actually
okay.
It was a WWF guy who had gone over to WCW.
So he was
and then he makes his big debut, and he falls on his face, and his stormtrooper helmet gets knocked off.
That's probably the most embarrassing wrestling video ever.
It might be. Although Booker T accidentally calling Hulk Hogan the N-word is pretty embarrassing.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Have you seen that?
I want to see that. Can I see that
I
again?
have never seen that.
It's great.
Is Booker T black?
Yeah, and he gets carried away. Hang on. Okay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold, sucker! Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga!
I should point out for the record, Stevie Ray, look at this. Take a look.
Do you think he realized what he just said?
Yeah, look what he did.
His handy.
He was like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
Nigga!
I should point out.
You can see his head go.
He's like, oh shit, I didn't say that.
And wrestlers love that clip too. Like, I don't remember where it was. I think it was CM Punk though. Somebody said like, and I'm going to be coming for you, like Hulk Hogan, like Booker T was coming for Hulk Hogan. Everybody knows you're talking about the YouTube clip.
But that's not even that. That's like the Shockmaster is much worse than that.
What's the one?
yeah.
What's the one? The Goldust one where he takes with Rowdy Piper? Is that the one where he takes his clothes off
At WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, this is Rowdy Piper and Goldust. It's fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah, right by there because they're wrestling in a street fight and they're hitting each other with weapons and whatnot, and yeah, for the beginning is just awkward because it's staged like a movie.
Trying to make it like They Live, the street
Right.
fight and They Live.
Right.
Oh no.
Hey
And
Sam,
then-
do you ever see the video of Hulk Hogan when he's in the Rocky movie?
Yeah, I've seen it, Chip. You're not relating to me as a wrestling fan.
You
I'm a
mean
big wrestling fan.
not.
I know a lot about it.
You just think we're all talking about
Thunder
it right
Lips?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get there. You go.
Well,
Is that
Oh no,
already-
that's not it. That's not it either.
That's not it?
No.
What year is that? Like 1990?
No, that was like 96.
That late?
There it is, right there. There it is.
he's pulling his fucking
Goldust clothes off.
clothes
And
off,
he's
and he's
got-
got women's fucking shocking
Women's
lingerie.
under it.
Oh god.
It's just uncomfortable.
There's kids.
Oh boy.
There's kids.
Oh. Yeah, there's kids in
And
the
he's wearing
audience.
a thong.
Yeah,
Like a-
look at the little kids with their hats on.
Oh, look at his
That's hilarious.
Shit.
That's a funny gag. That
He's walking.
were people shocked?
He's walking out now. He's like naked except for some little lingerie. he's
And the
wearing.
Irish
Look at
music,
that.
Scottish music.
That's a big Hawaiian girl back.
Yeah. Oh
And there's
wow.
gold paint on his back too. Why?
Roddy Piper's just laughing.
I love Piper.
Piper was one of the best.
Was he
Ever.
great?
Ever.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
Fucking
Piper's Pit, he was fucking. Remember,
yeah.
do they have the scene where he knocked out Superfly with a coconut?
With a coconut? Yeah, he
He fucking
he
hit him.
shortened his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He hit like he had a coconut and it wasn't a prop coconut and he hit Superfly in the head as hard as he could with it.
Why?
'Cause it was just like they were feuding and
Right
he goes,
here, right
I'm going to
here.
hit you with a coconut.
Play the sound.
Okay.
It's so funny.
That's probably what fucked him up.
Yeah. And all the crack.
Yeah, that's it.
Here you go. Take the little microphone. There you go. There you go. Put it in the little greasy pot. You want to do something?
By the way, if you're ever wondering where Eastside Dave gets half of his dialogue from.
Oh yeah.
Snooker was a big dude, man.
Yeah.
There he goes.
A pineapple.
You want to be the big shot. You want to do all the talking. You want to really think all these people.
Okay. Opie and Anthony.
What's it feel like the Fiji Islands? Kind of like the women, you know?
He's giving him a
long, crusty hair on top, round on the bottom. Got your pineapple.
Some pineapple?
You want to be a happy person? What do you want, huh? What do you want? You want bananas? You want
He's giving him bananas. Boy, this is a little racist.
Oh, they could get so racist.
Oh man, it didn't matter back then.
Snooker's arms are massive.
Yeah, he was in shape, huh? Here's Eastside Dave.
Here I went. I got your coconuts.
Uh-oh.
Just like, there you go. Your coconut.
He's dropping the coconuts on the table.
Bananas and coconuts. You want to be a big shot? You know what? The only thing I didn't get a tree for you to climb up and down like a monkey.
I called him a monkey.
Tree next time. You want a banana? Have a banana. What do you want, man? You think? Am I making fun of you? Oh, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
He cracked the coconut over his head. It cracked.
Fucked him up.
How do you... Now he's smushing the banana in his face. Dude, he fucked him up.
Well, he cracked it against the headband he had on. That was probably what the gag was supposed to be. It was probably a cut coconut.
No.
You think?
No, they talked about it. They talked about it.
That's a legendary hit.
It's a legendary hit.
on the table.
He's fucking just hit him in the head with a coconut.
But they was beating him with a strap.
I mean,
No.
yeah, you know, it was like, oh, I'm going to hit you with a coconut, but Jimmy Snuka didn't think he was going to smash him as hard as he could with it.
Yeah, Snuka really hurt here?
Yeah.
He's really hurt here?
Yeah, he's fucked up.
Wow.
I met Superfly at a flea market. He was doing 8x10s and Polaroids for $10.
Yeah.
And I said, can you make it out to Bobby? He goes, sure thing, brother. How do you spell that?
Oh, no, really?
I swear to God.
poor
I
guy.
want a picture of him.
B-O-B-B-Y.
He's at all the events. He's easy.
He was at the cellar one night. And,
Superfly?
Yep. I
Okay.
didn't know who he was, but there was a guy sitting in the front row. And
At the show?
at the comedy show, and his fucking arms were crossed, and he was just kind of he looked like he wasn't laughing, but he was just relaxed.
It was fucking, all you could hear in his head was coconut. Coconut.
But you couldn't
Smash me in the head.
You could not look at him because I'm like, who is this fucking guy? He was just this presence. And then someone later had told me, oh, that was Jimmy Snuka. I'm like, fuck, it was.
I would have fucking jumped off the fucking top table.
yeah.
Right on his fucking
Yeah,
face.
so the whole city would have shook.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I didn't
be like,
mean it.
Mean Jimmy, mean Jimmy, he
didn't
just
mean
likes
it.
being mean.
They were unapologetically racist in the 80s, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'll put on these tapes and just have them on in the background, and I'll hear something on commentary, like, what? Like, like Junkyard Dog will come out wearing a chain collar and everything, and, like, whoever the heel commentator is will go, man, this guy wears more chains than his ancestors.
Oh, shit.
You go,
Got
what?
away with it.
And then there was one clip where Bob Orton was whipping Mr. T with a belt, and Jesse Ventura's on commentary and just goes, man, this looks like a scene out of Roots 2.
Holy shit.
You could
They
never
just get away with it.
Never say that now.
No, I think that'd be a problem.
Is that a signed coconut?
Yeah, I remember that. I'm a big fan.
What's the second one?
You don't like wrestling.
Yes, I do.
Superfly,
I know
right?
all about it.
You do not.
You don't know about fucking wrestling.
Fuck you,
shit.
cocksucker. I'll put the figure 4 leg lock like my friend Greg Valentine on your fucking throat.
Oh.
He didn't put. It's not on your throat. It's a
on your
leg
legs.
lock.
It's a leg lock.
Yeah,
you
with my legs, you piece of fucking garbage.
I love Angry Chip.
It's not just people are so stupid. It's not just wrestling talk. We're not talking about the matches and stuff. We're talking about the history and some of the
Ask
goofy
the funny shit. Ask
that's
that person
gone
what they
on.
would like to hear.
Like what? Like,
Yeah,
I
what
don't
do they
get
wanna
it.
talk about?
Like I understand if we're talking about who fucking won last night. It doesn't matter.
Let's do real wrestling talk to teach him a lesson.
Yeah, right.
Piper smashing somebody in the face with a real coconut is going to be
It's
fun.
hilarious.
No matter what medium it's taking
Don't
place
worry
in.
about it.
How did, dude? I think that was that not a cracked coconut?
No, it wasn't.
I
A
don't
crack.
Wasn't it
think so.
what?
never
A
saw
cracked
that.
what?
coconut.
You've never seen it?
No, that
it's
was
not
very
a crack
cool.
coconut.
But wait,
Yeah.
why did you say that shortened his career?
Because he was all fucked up after it.
That fucked his brain up.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
concussed
That's
him.
crazy.
He got concussions from that?
Oh yeah.
Do you think Roddy Piper felt bad?
No,
No.
Roddy never.
it's a business.
It's the business
Well,
we
back
chose.
then too, they were fucking. They didn't like each other. Like,
Hey, you ever see Superfly jump off the top ropes, do the Superfly?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They did every match.
Just a couple of wrestling fans.
fucking. You know what? That fan was right. Let's move on.
Chip,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have a good time.
Yeah. All right. I'll take a quick
Wait,
break.
I got more wrestling
And then-
things I've
I
seen.
think you did, Chip. What?
You watch wrestling?
You want anything, Chip?
You ever hear of The Undertaker? He's good.
Everybody's, yeah.
See, this is the type
Hey.
of wrestling talk we want.
It's arguably the most famous guy.
Where you gonna be, Jimmy?
Oh, Jimmy.
Where you gonna be?
Just No real gigs. August 11th, Horseshoe Casino outside of Indiana with Artie and Nick and Dave Attell.
I run the Horse Shit Casino. It's a nickname.
Let me ask you, how is that tour going?
Good. We've only done a couple of shows. I mean, we're just doing them here and there sporadically. Because with Nick and Artie, it's hard because they got fucking radio. But most importantly, where I'll be is this weekend with my pal.
Who? Bob Kelly.
I'll be with my one pal and
Bob Kelly.
And someone else. And,
You're going to be with me, your pal, Bob Kelly, and Sam, big upper lip Sam.
We'll be at...
If you don't grow a mustache for this weekend,
you almost
you're
said
a piece
fat?
of shit. No. What?
I think I almost said Fat Sam.
He did.
No.
He almost said fat. Yeah, he said the word fat.
We'll be at...
No, I was thinking it.
We'll be at...
I just did a fat joke on myself.
UFC.
I can't wait.
Doing interview. I can't wait either. We're going out Thursday night. We'll have a dinner. Do you wish we were getting in earlier?
No, Thursday night's good. We'll chill out. We'll hang out, get some dinner. Are we really going to a tranny bar?
Yes.
Is there a tranny bar? Yeah.
There has to be.
There's no tranny bar in Vegas.
Oh, maybe there's not.
No.
I might hope so.
You should bring something into the fucking pawn shop out there and see if you
You know what? You can't get in. There's a line out the door.
It's too popular now.
But I know the publicist for the pawn shop, which she does Empire Comedy, where I'm going to be in a couple weeks, actually, at the Paris Hotel. That's a weird fucking how that worked out. But she might be able to get us over there to go check some stuff out.
What's the Empire Comedy Club?
It's the new comedy club at the Paris Hotel.
Oh, cool.
It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's really, it reminds me of the Cellar, the way they set it up. It's cool. Cool place.
So we'll be there fucking doing interviews, and Jim and Reed are going to take us around and meet the fighters that we want to talk to, and fans. I want to interview the fans even just as much as the fighters.
You know what's so better this time? The last time when we went, like, you loved the sport, but you didn't know.
I didn't know who a lot of the guys were.
Now you fucking know everybody.
Yeah.
I know a decent amount of them, and I've talked to enough. Like Randy Couture, we had just interviewed, and I've kind of picked up a lot in the last few years.
Yeah, you know a lot. So
you know a lot more of them than I do.
Yeah,
but,
fucking Rogan knows him a lot more than everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that much.
Fucking Rogan.
He'll be there.
Who do you think? I hope so. Yeah. And he just got his black belt too.
I know.
What a great video! Did you see the video online?
No.
No, not that belt.
What's the black belt?
He got it. They just showed a video of him, and he gave like a little speech. It was just like a really cool, fucking cool speech, and it was pretty wild what he said. I mean, he got a fucking black belt
in Brazil. He said he was a brown belt for 7 years.
Was it 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu? I think it is.
Again, like leveling up. Gotta keep leveling up.
Fucking crazy.
Now, does he prestige and have to give all his belts back and start back?
Well, they set it up though in the video that they don't know who the belt's going to.
Oh.
So he didn't even know.
I wonder if he knew.
No, you can see he's shocked. Would I love to wear that outfit?
What a pussy.
Without looking like the fucking actual killer whale.
Rogan's a pussy.
What?
I just wanted to feel what that felt like saying it.
Wow, he's holding a black belt. I think go in there and take it from him. Gimme.
Can you say it again and say your name after it, please?
No.
Wow.
Rogan can just beat the shit out of you. How can he get away with wearing a skin-tight fucking outfit like that?
That's probably what he wears.
That's what you got to wear in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
What are you going to wear? What are you going to wear? A fucking
jeans.
T-shirt and jeans?
T-shirt, jeans.
You wear Levi's?
Why, you going to fight and fucking be in that? When you're out on the street, what do you got to change like Superman?
I wouldn't hug nobody. I would fucking just fist bump.
You can tell the guys he knows, like he really didn't know him.
He didn't know him.
Not really
yeah,
him.
Not really.
Nah, he doesn't know him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know him. He knows him.
He gives him a better hug.
Yeah. Oh,
He's weeping
He's
a
all
little
choked
bit.
up.
Of course.
Oh, Joe.
Of course.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Fucking pissy-eyed Joe.
Are you out of your mind?
I'll give you something to cry about.
Fuck off. He just got his black belt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know how hard that is to get? And
Not very.
It's
I
not
got one.
I got one, too. I wear it with a suit.
These guys are in every day in class.
Who's this?
He travels.
That's the name of the tent. That's what I was going to call him.
Just smells like testosterone in there.
Or a foot.
Or, yeah,
Look
or
at how
a foot.
thin that mat is. Jesus, could you have a thinner mat to
It's
train
not
on?
even a mat.
No, that mat goes in the ground.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know.
Shut up. You know what the corner would be like if you hit it then?
Shut up, horseshit.
Oh, fuck you. Horse shit.
Get to Rogan's part.
I don't like that nickname at all.
Yeah,
I want to be called T-Bone.
They're easier to talk to. They're easier to hang out with because they're facing reality on a regular basis. It's something my Taekwondo teacher told me when I was a little kid.
Said bend over.
Jesus Christ. Why, Ant? What's wrong with you, Ant?
I don't know.
Anthony is the one saying it.
Horse shit.
And nothing in my life has ever put me in face with reality better than jiu-jitsu. Because I think, you know, in life we can all distort our perception of things in order to make ourselves more comfortable, in order to make ourselves accept where we are. And there's a lot of people out there that run around life full of shit. You can't be full of shit when you do jiu-jitsu. When you do jiu-jitsu, it's impossible to be full of shit. Because reality comes at you in the purest form possible. A life or death
He
struggle.
is so fucking like...
He could be talking about jiu-jitsu or DMT. It's the same speech.
Yeah.
He could be reading the back of a Cheez-Its box,
It
and I'd be
doesn't
like, oh
matter.
my God.
The fucking passion he has.
He's a great talker, man.
He
Rogan's
really
a very good speaker.
He could be a motivational speaker, that
yeah,
motherfucker.
he's really good.
Yeah.
Well, that's true though. That's what we were talking about earlier, where really tough guys aren't really fucked in the head like that because
he would have a little talk like this to you before he just caves your fucking head in if he needed to.
I just did his
caved your head in.
Yeah.
That's such a teenage way of saying beating some pain.
Cave your
When
fucking
we were
head in.
kids, you used to come up with fucking crazy ways of saying beating the shit. I'm gonna douche you all over the fucking sidewalk. I'm gonna pave your fucking head in.
Yeah.
My mother would always say, Chipper, if you keep jibber jabbering, I'm gonna gravel your backside.
Gravel your backside? What does that mean?
That means she was gonna knock me into the gravel
Your
on the
mother's an
driveway.
asshole, Chip.
That kind of makes sense.
Your mother's a fucking cunt cocksucker. Oh! Fucking piece of shit whore.
Hey! Oh shit! You gonna step in here?
No. I'll let Chip roll on this one.
Don't jibber jabber, Chipper. I'm gonna gravel your backside.
We heard
She's
you
a
the first
fucking
time.
idiot.
Yeah? Your mother's a fucking bottle of water cunt.
What does that mean?
He just saw,
Some cunt so big it's got water bottles in it.
Oh, okay.
Fuck her.
he saw a bottle of water on the
Fuck you,
table.
that bitch, motherfucker.
Yeah, you just saw a bottle of water and you just said it.
Your
Yeah.
mother's a fucking cup of coffee, asshole.
See, he's
You're
looking
looking
at,
at stuff on the
he's looking at
table.
the counter and he
Bullshit.
sees
No,
things.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
He
You're
just says
Kaise
it.
Sozer
No, I'm
in the
not.
fucking joke, stupid.
Kaise Soser?
Sozer. Yeah, the
Kaiser
coach.
Sose.
No, the coach from the minor league Mexican baseball team that I went and saw last week. Kaiser Soze.
Yeah, was he doing one with Mina Kulis? You fucking,
Kaiser Soser.
you backwards whole ass.
He's playing words back.
Yeah, he's good. So congratulations to Joe. I saw him, I think the day after he got it.
No.
And he said they just give it to you. They don't tell. Because I asked him, I'm like, how long was the test for it? And he
Nah,
goes,
they
it
don't do
doesn't.
that. They don't
I
do
guess
that
that they just see you enough and they know that you've achieved it. But it's not a bullshit thing. It's fucking 7 years he was a brown belt, man.
I think it was 8 years. I think it was longer.
All right, well, you would know. Joe
How
told me
about
7.
9?
I think it was 10
Joe told
to
me
15
7.
years.
12.
It was 12
7
years.
years.
It was 12 years, dude.
I wonder if after 5, I should have asked him, do you after 4 years start to go, what the fuck? And after 5 years, you're like, come on.
Well, he said in the video, he goes, it was really hard for him to get it. He didn't want to give it to him because he's Joe. He wanted to give it to him and he deserved it. It took a longer time because he's on the road. He has a lot of shit going on. He couldn't devote himself to go to class all the time.
Oh, is that his teacher, that guy?
That's his teacher,
That little
yeah.
guy? Who is that guy?
That's
Is that Eddie Bravo?
Yeah, that's him.
I didn't know that was his instructor.
He created the Rubber God.
That's his instructor?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And
What's the criteria though between brown and black belt? Like, what do you have to do for them to go? Well, you made it.
Is
it like some fucking some subjective force-like thing, or is it a mathematical equation?
I think the teacher deems when you're as
Just
you learn.
Dungeons and Dragons. Come on.
Well, back in the day with karate, because I took Kempo.
Karate, Jerry.
Hey, y'all. You used to have to go and do the test, like he said.
Yeah.
To get your yellow belt, you'd have to do this fucking stupid test, do katas, and then run.
And then say welcome back to them.
Your mother's an asshole. Your mother's a twat.
Yeah, your mother's a welcome back Carter face.
But now with these guys, they just give you the belt when you deserve it. Yeah.
When you deserve it.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I
Well,
thought
you
that
can
was
wipe
Eddie
the
Bravo.
floor with everybody.
Yeah.
Wow. Just gave him. I wonder if he gave him any warning or no. I think you
doubt
didn't
it.
know he was getting
I
it.
doubt it. Not if they were videotaping. They probably wanted to catch the real reaction.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's not fucking a network television show. Okay, now
He
when I
has a
give you the
black
belt.
Now, but I want to know what's the difference. Like then you have first degree, second degree, third degree. Is there obviously there's a difference, but what is it? Like, is there any measurable difference or
3 degrees
of separation?
That's not what I was. No. See, you're doing wordplay stuff. I'm asking about questions.
Oh, sorry, Chip. Sorry, Chippa.
I didn't know Chip could get serious.
Oh, yeah, he does that.
Of course I do. What do you think I listen to in my car? Double guns, motherfucker. No, but I wish.
Shut up.
I'm curious. I want to know for this weekend.
I hope it kills you like the cat.
I'm going to try to get my black belt before we go, so I can have something to talk about.
You're going to get your black belt before we go to the fights?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. That'd be
I just
convenient.
got to fucking start training tomorrow.
That's convenient. Speaking of training, I got to go to boxing right now.
What?
I got to go to boxing
look at
before
you.
audition. I got to do this audition.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, that's what I fucking need.
Why are you, you know, you said you were uncomfortable sleeping alone?
Yeah.
Why are you alone?
My wife is out of town for the week.
Oh.
I was supposed to go to Boston with her, but I had to come back for a couple things.
Yeah.
I had to do a show at the Cellar last night, and I had this audition, so.
And it's, you find it difficult to sleep?
Fuck yeah.
So being married,
my dogs are gone too. Sometimes when
you
she
get
leaves,
lonely when you're alone with them.
At my house, when I'm on the road, I do get lonely, but I'm used to it. But when I'm home and at my fucking house and she's not there, honey, I need water. You know, I treat her like I'm a little baby. Like I'm hungry.
Yeah.
You know, she does a lot.
Is it that you're not getting your needs met, or is it that there's a genuine loneliness?
I have a huge bed with nobody in it. And there's nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you fucking shit and giggle with your chick at night. You goof around, you have some laughs, and then she goes to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She'll fucking read her 50 Shades of Grey and fantasize of another life.
You know how happy she is to be away from him? This is what I had to deal with last night at the Cellar. They're looking at fucking Higgs boson. They may have found the Higgs boson particle.
Yeah.
The
God particle.
The God particle.
90% of your audience went, what?
No, they know it. They know what the God particle is.
Don't.
The God particle, they do.
No, they don't.
It's the fucking, it's basically, it will confirm, Dr. Steve told me a lot of what they know, and they believe in physics. Yeah, it's a particle, and
I love
it. Higgs and boson both found it together.
Boson.
But
Jimmy's Dr. Steve is fucking
I know.
It's a huge thing in physics, because they think, like I was looking online, the Higgs boson, they think it's the reason things have mass, like what gives something mass, and they think that every single thing in the universe interacts with a Higgs boson particle every second. It's everywhere.
Wow, that's crazy.
And the drag on things from Higgs boson is what gives the mass. It's something like that. So I'm trying. They can't find this particle. It's obviously too small, but they can see the footprint it leaves, and they think they have it. So I mentioned that to Bob last time. I'm like, they think they found the God, or Bob mentioned the God particle, or I did. I go, yeah, I think they found the God particle. And he goes, oh, you know what, dude? It's like, look at this app. And he opens up his app because the USA Today had an article. And then it's shut up. It's 5 minutes of him and his fucking app talk. Dude, the fucking app, dude.
You don't do it right.
You don't do a good impression.
You don't do a good Bob Kelly
You know what, dude? Boom. Look at this right there. You got Higgs boson. Boom. But say you don't want to do that. Say you want to look at your plans. Boom. I dropped the scroll. Hey, look at that, dude. Boom. You pop on this. Here's my website. I'm appearing in Wisconsin. Boom. Flick, flick, dot. Hope you fall down the elevator shaft.
And I will be at the Wilbur Theater.
Come on.
The Wilbur Theater.
So you get like a little lonely.
Yeah.
And what do you do? Do you watch TV?
I jerked off last night.
Oh, how'd that go?
It's no good, man.
What's the matter?
What?
What, you know?
Just being sexy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, jerking off is no good because it's over, and when you're over, it's
when you're alone again.
Yeah, it sucks. It's like. And you have the iPad now, so here's the thing. Edge. Well, here's the thing with the iPad. I can be downstairs in the bedroom, and you can jerk off with the fucking iPad. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh.
You can jerk off. Yeah, you'd be down in the bed. You'd be like, oh, I should jerk off, but I don't want to go upstairs to get the computer, go to the fucking site. Now I'm just right there. It's like I hit the thing.
Boom, you got your dick in your hand.
Flitty.com.
Boom, you got the fucking iPad.
Shemale compilations.
Oh, no. Is that what you're looking at?
Don't look up the Brazilian ones. Oh. don't look up the Brazilian tranny, Joe Garcia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at least she kept her original name.
J.O.
No, it's not J.O.E. I think she just dropped the E. It was probably Jose Garcia.
Jose Garcia. Oh, Jesus.
What, is that a real person?
Oh,
Let me
my
see.
God. What is that?
Oh, that's Joe Garcia.
It's a guy.
No, it's not. It's a lady. How come?
Please.
How rude of you.
That's a fucking Hispanic man.
Let me see that.
How come she has honey bun topping on the top of her penis?
No, that's not honey bun top. It's got
Are you
strudel.
sure?
They're drizzling strudel icing.
I guarantee that's fucking honey.
You think?
Yeah, honey buns.
You don't think,
she stayed at a
Let me see about it.
she stayed at a Holiday Inn Express and she bumped into the breakfast cot.
She bumped into the continental breakfast.
Yeah, and got honey.
Yeah, what a United one now, if you want to be accurate.
Jesus.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
It's like Cinnabon topping.
You don't like it because it's as big as your cog.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that looks like a dude. Oh,
Yeah, that's
God.
a dude. Stop.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, God.
What are you?
Come on.
Who is that lady? Oh, it's Joe.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
That's
Jimmy.
definitely Joe.
There's no way.
He's got fucking jock itch. from playing soccer.
What's going on down there?
That's a great opening line, Ant. That's what Ant says when he meets him in the fucking...
What's going on down there? Oh, God.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Fucking brown bag.
I don't like that she was walking on a shitty tarred driveway before a shoot. Take the shoes off.
Jock itch from playing soccer.
Oh, man, look at the face. Oh, God.
What? She's happy. What's wrong with
Man,
Joe?
that is a fucking
What
man.
about Barbie? Barbie Woods.
Barbie
What's her
Woods?
name? Yeah,
That's Tyga, stupid.
Barbie Woods. Treatment. Oh, what's that?
See, people get happy we got off of wrestling?
Who's that?
Oh, no.
That looks like a nice, fine.
The worst part is the fucking horrendous pubes on the guy fucking
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
what the
looks
hell
like
is that?
It looks like the back of Keith Robinson's neck.
Those are some awful pubes. So what is that?
No, it looks like the back of who's that? Slim
Who's that? That's fake. No, don't go to that. That's fake.
Was that the one? Was
Barbie's a nice girl. Look at her.
Where?
She's a woman right there. That's a woman.
No, there's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a guy right there.
Barbie Woods.
Big
But all right,
thigh
now
feet.
here's the deal, right? You take out the pee-pee. Look at that ass.
About it.
You wouldn't fuck that ass?
Well, it's a man's ass.
It's not a man's
true.
ass.
Why would I fuck a man's
That's not
ass?
a man's
What are you,
ass.
racist?
You really ding that bell.
Yeah, she's a lovely lady.
No reason to. That's not a lovely lady.
It is. It's a pretty girl.
God.
She's a sweetie.
Hung she. Oh, no.
We should hold Sam
Oh,
down this
boy.
weekend and make him get blown by a nice she-male.
Oh, it's pulling fucking...
Oh, God, that's
foreskin over.
gross. That's fucking... I don't like that shit.
Yeah, that fucking... the top is all right, but the bottoms don't match.
It's fucking terrible.
Not the
What's going
underwear,
on down
Jimmy.
there?
What's going on down there?
Takes 9 minutes to pop that helmet out of that fucking Brazilian foreskin. It looks like it's never going to happen. Like, it looks like your dick's giving birth.
What the fuck? You've had a lot of experience with Brazilian foreskins.
Look at that fucking crooked cock. It hits your fucking liver.
Oh, God. What the
my
fuck
God.
was that?
That's a fucking...
Holy shit. Oh, good. It
How do
won't
you
stay
get-
on the screen.
Scroll down, scroll down.
Why does it keep disappearing? Jesus
fuck.
Christ.
And that is one bent dick.
That's a...
Yeah.
That's
You know what it is?
Oh,
I'll tell you
man.
what happened with that cock. A fucking somebody picked her up one time and saw that it was a fucking dick and punched it.
Hey, isn't Arsenio getting a new show?
Oh, man.
I actually saw him playing basketball at West 4th
He
Street.
looks like a comedian named Wally Collins. Do you know Wally?
Oh, look at that fucking question mark cock.
No, the pubes are awful.
It's the regular dick.
I
The
know.
worst part of that transsexual is the hair. The hair is terrible.
Yeah, it's
That
just
fucking wispy,
really is
balding
bad.
blonde hair.
It's just a guy. It's guy hair with a perm.
Oh, man. That thing is making a hard left turn.
Yeah.
That thing's like the snake
Literally.
in Conan the
Yeah.
Barbarian.
All right.
That's terrible.
Right.
Bobby
then.
has an audition, and I'm going to see Bobby later.
Oh.
Tonight we're hanging out.
Hanging?
You want to hang out? Want to get dinner tonight?
Fucking asshole.
What?
Okay.
What happened?
I might have dinner plans.
With who? Who the fuck are you got plans with?
Maybe another comedian?
Who? You have dinner? You're hanging out with another comic?
Maybe I have another buddy.
A big, or is it a very famous person?
Maybe.
Oh, do tell. I want to hear this.
Maybe.
Has this comic been in movies?
Maybe.
Oh. Is this comic African American?
No.
Go to break.
What?
What the fuck?
All right,
Guys, thanks for having me on. I'll see you later.
Bye, Bobby.
Oh, check out my podcast, riotcast.com. And Dr. Steve.
Yeah.
And we got a big announcement next week. Big announcement.
From Dr. Steve?
No, we added a new podcast to the show, and everybody that listens to this show is going to fucking be very happy.
Oh, wow. What podcast?
We added Dr. Steve already.
Oh.
We have Voss and Bonnie.
Yeah.
Right. We have Bailey J.
New coming.
We have Florentine.
How's Bailey J's?
Bailey J's is great. I love it. It's a different taste. But
Do they only do it from Poughkeepsie?
No,
they should do portable.
They're gonna start fucking around with it, but they do it from the studio. Here's a studio up there, but you can call into it too.
I like doing phoners. I had lunch with Bailey and her husband Matt.
Yeah. You mean cock blocker, Matt?
But it really is like you don't think
literal
of
cock blocker.
Cocks blocker.
But you don't think of it as like a transsexual porn star and her. You just think they're like literally like any other couple.
I swear to God.
Yeah, for real. You don't even think of it when you're.
Well, you don't.
When you know what I mean? While you're fucking, having I'm eating a hot dog.
Yeah.
I shared one.
Filleting a hot dog.
I shared one with Matt.
Oh, I know. Why did I say that?
That's funny.
Oh no, I'm horse shit.
I am. Hey horse shit.
Hey horse shit. Hey horse shit. I gotta go.
All right.
But I never heard the podcast. How long is our podcast?
It's an hour. It's fucking really good. It's funny. It's really funny. She's so miserable the whole time, which makes it even funnier. She's like, I'm sick of it. Let's just fucking end it. But she's a funny broad. Matt's funny too. They have good guests on. And
sounds very.
Have you been on?
I've been on it once. Yeah, I'm gonna actually coming down to New York to do the new studios. I have that studio that you were at on my show upstairs from the cellar. So they're gonna come down. You should come on that one with her.
When is it?
A couple weeks. A couple weeks. But check it out. Riotcast.com. It's not. It's no fucking live from the compound.
Hey, like I said, I did one last night. It's up on Ustream. Just search Compound in there. I'm not even bothering with like iTunes right now with this one.
Really?
Not yet.
I'll do it. No, I have some up on iTunes, but then it's just such a.
When you load iTunes, you only load the audio, right?
No.
Can you load the video?
Yes, I do.
But are you allowed to?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Your fucking show is crazy. You have a TV studio.
It was crazy last night. A lot of phone calls. I was talking about. I was playing that thugs and fucking loving it, thugging it and loving it, or whatever the fuck it's called. And it was it's this world star hip hop thing of these gangsters in various in their respective hoods, just in the middle, broad daylight. They're fucking shooting guns in the air and not even running afterwards. Like, oh shit, the cops are gonna show up. They don't care. No one shows up. They're fucking doing that. Like, let me show you, and they're fucking like rattling off $100 bills on the ground. Yeah, look at this right here. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. And just counting off hundreds. And they just throw it on the floor for some reason. That's like
they are bad.
Yeah.
But still,
I don't know.
I still find them enjoyable.
I could watch the videos all day. They're great. But I was doing that, and then I was taking some calls and talking about some of the problems in the black community, and maybe some of the solutions to that. And a lot of callers were calling in, and actually it was pretty civil for the most part. I know a lot of the listeners like to just call up and drop the N-bomb, but they weren't doing that.
I think Anthony needs, and this is what I would love to do this too, to go to like one of those, to have black experiences. Anthony has no black experience.
I don't think so.
I think under the right circumstances,
I did in Central Iceland.
I think
you would enjoy. No, but I don't mean bad ones.
He should start out fucking a black chick.
No. Never.
No, you don't have to.
You know what? It's failed.
Never.
But no, with that attitude.
He can do other things.
I don't find black girls attractive.
What you should do some black things, Ant.
No.
You should do some black.
Yeah,
things.
you should do like eat peaches
out
of a can.
There was one black chick, and I talked about this, that went to John Glenn High School.
Yes.
One of the 5 black students that were in John Glenn High School in Elwood, Long Island.
That ain't a fucking lot, buddy.
I hate him. I fucking hate him, Anthony. Hey, Anthony. I fucking hate him.
I'm sorry, I can't stand Chip. Can't stand Chip.
I hate him.
Yeah. How about you, Chip?
There was one black chick that was fucking like dark black and had really like full lips.
Right.
And I kind of thought like that'd be really cool to kind of get a blowjob from her. That's all I thought about.
some of the best kissing I ever did with black chicks.
Nah,
oh God, dude.
I've had a craving lately. It's funny. I've been thinking about black girls.
Craving black chicks.
I've had no. It's not. I've been having this fucking thinking a lot about black girls because I've dated very few. I've had sexual interactions with enough in my life. But it's been a long time, and I've been thinking, fuck, man, to get massaged by a black girl or sexy, not like regular.
Right.
I've just been thinking about that a lot, even though I haven't done it. I just keep thinking about a black girl touching me.
Too.
Like it's just turning me on.
I saw a black girl on the subway 3 days ago. Fucking one of the most amazing human beings I've ever seen. Like everybody on the train was looking at her like, what the fuck? Yeah, I've been dying, and I like African black girls.
Yeah?
Like you said, really dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
what do you like about that?
I like the thin. I like a black girl, she has put rings on her neck. You know what I mean? Like that.
You like the Tootsie type?
Tootsie,
not
yeah.
the Hutu?
I like a really dark. I like Afro. I like an Afro.
Really?
Yeah, I love Afro.
What is going on with you?
I like it. I like it.
Because you have one when you have growing hair. I deserve more.
You know why I didn't get more?
I screamed.
You screamed it at my face.
Fair enough.
Because you have one.
That was an over. I understand. That was a. That was a.
Chick right there?
Yeah, she's beautiful. But I like an Afro though.
No, I like a variety.
Wait, there's me if I was black.
Here's why I don't know.
Oh God.
I like longer hair because I feel like Afro hair feels too masculine to me.
No.
Like when I have shorter, I just associate that.
Yeah, you're right.
Even though on white girls, short hair doesn't feel. I don't know why I feel different about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like. I'm getting into black girls too. Yeah.
I've always thought that they were sexy, but lately I've been thinking a lot about it. I don't know why. Maybe
Like tall, thin.
Jesus.
Black girls, like the track girls.
stars.
Yeah, track stars.
You like
I
those?
think you said black.
Black, I did. Black track.
Asian girls too. I've been having a craving for. I've never dated an Asian girl.
Not me.
Your Benetton dick.
No, it's pretty
Equal
straight.
opportunity fucker. No, not bent. Oh boy.
Should we take a quick break at the end?
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, we'll take a break.
Yeah. We're not leaving right away.
Good one. Find something, E-Rock.
Happy 4th of July.
Yeah, everybody, have a great happy 4th of July. I'm not going to bullshit you, as we're not coming back after this.
Yeah, we're taking it. We're taking off, and we'll see you guys in. Hopefully, if you're out in UFC in Vegas, Sam and Bobby and myself will see you.
Come say hi.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time, man. I'm looking forward to the fight on pay-per-view. Is Saturday night. It is the fight I've been looking forward to more than any fight I think in UFC that I've ever been aware of. Is this Son and Silva 2? I am for real, fucking just dying to see this fight.
Great.
We will be there, and the special will air Saturday night. So, all right.
Yes.
All right, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bobby. And we'll have a good, safe and sane 4th of July, people. Look at your hands right now. I want everyone to look at your hands. All right? Think they're very valuable. Don't do anything to jeopardize your hands or your fingers for the 4th of July because you could blow them up. Okay? All right. There you go. See? 10 fingers. Very good. All right. Have a good one, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. This is a Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and you, okay, let me start. And you're listening to Opie and Anthony. This is Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and you're listening to Opie and Anthony. It's the Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and you're listening to Opie and Anthony. Superfly Jimmy Snuka on your radio dial.
The Opie and Anthony Show, Sirius XM.